Hey guys, Aloha Friday. Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. We're doing this at night. We don't normally do that. Normally we go live around 12 p.m. Pacific every Friday. Um, man, it's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a day. I hope everybody's feeling great, especially compared to the beginning of the week and where we're at now. We have a lot of, don't mind me, my lips are so dry. Um, we do have some nice supportive energy right now and in the weekend, especially in relation to Mercury in Capricorn and Venus in Pisces. And I'm feeling it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I'm feeling it. I can also feel a little bit of destiny in the air, which always feels kind of fun and kind of nice. Or serendipity, I guess is almost what I want to say. Oh, but it feels good to sit here with you guys. I apologize for not hopping on when I normally do. Like I said, it was a weird day, and I meant to actually check to see if there were any solar flares today. Because the Clydester, for those who don't know, I have a cat. His name's Clyde. Call him Clydester sometimes. He's actually laying here right next to me. Oh, buddy. Um, he had words. He had a little bit of an appointment today, and when we got back, I was like, oh, I have just enough time to like sit and recenter. And I was like, no, I'm gonna lay down and recenter. That's gonna feel so good. And I like crashed. I like passed the F out. Like, I was kind of shocked. And Clyde woke me up, of course. And it was like hours later. And I was like, oh, but it was like, it was that kind of sleep that, like, when you go really deep, that, like, you don't even, you can't even, like, you can move your body, but it's very difficult. Like, you really are aware of, like, the weight of your body. And you get up and you're like, you look more tired than you did when before you slept. Like, it was that kind of sleep. And it did. It just threw me. It just kind of messed me up. Um, it took me a long time to feel like okay. And I'm like, yeah, I got to do this at night tonight. So here we are. But yeah, I hope you guys are feeling a lot better compared to Monday. Yes, thank you, Divine Rose Garden. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this. If you're new, the way this works is we just kind of casually hang out for a little bit. If something wants to be spoken on, we kind of like naturally just let that happen. We also get into some messages for the collective, sometimes signs, sometimes the elements. Probably not signs tonight. I definitely don't have the bandwidth for that, but I'm thinking elements for sure. You can treat the messages as like a weekend reading or just a little present check-in, or maybe you're just here to have fun and hang out. That's always welcome too. Okay. Where are we at? We're like 3 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this chat for right now. I feel tired constantly, lol. I need you after this heavy week. Okay, so my patrons already know. Wednesday, so much. And also my head has been killing me all day. Like terrible, terrible third eye crown chakra headache, like really bad. But Wednesday, patrons met, Rainbow Tribe met, and that's something I want to do like every week, do a patron only reading over there. Again, my patrons are already aware, but Wednesday was a really significant day. And I'm sure some of you guys felt that too. The 23rd, and I even in the weekly, I mentioned it. I mentioned it so briefly. I kind of wish I'd put more time into that one. But yeah, January 23rd, like I knew was going to be an interesting day energetically, but man, oh man. Um, Spirit basically had me go do grid work and go and be with nature and be outside. And it was really important because it just like, it showed me what I needed to see about just like some important shit right now as far as like being accountable to your own spiritual hygiene and things like that, especially when like big shit's going down in the collective, like the inauguration. We're not going to get into politics here, but shit like that, you know, it stirs things up. Susie, thank you for the 9.99. Hey, thank you. Not to mention the quarter moon in Scorpio with the Pluto Sun conjunction in Aquarius, right? Susie, I'm so in a state right now. I don't even know if I said thank you. Thank you very much for your 9.89. Thank you. The beginning of the week was freaking rough energetically, and I know a lot of you are fairly sensitive and we're probably feeling that. And that was just something that I became aware of on Wednesday. And I took that awareness, I took that observation, and I brought it over to Patreon. And I'm like, we gotta like amp shit up. We gotta like, I don't know, just needing that reminder of how much control we have over ourselves. And when the energy gets a rockin', we don't always have to accept that. We don't always have to just say yes to that. And within that, there is discernment of what is ours and what's other people's, what's the collective. Are there people in our lives that are pulling on us, that are affecting us in some way, whether they are aware of it or not, even if we don't have a physical relationship with them anymore, all of this kind of stuff. And just like to really reclaim divine authority and power, like really reclaiming it and being very just like adamant about it. Part of that is also the responsibility of, it just kept coming through like in this like in these three phases, which it just makes sense. Being accountable to, again, our spiritual hygiene by cleansing, aligning, and protecting, right? Rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat, essentially. And how important it is to just maintain that and maintain our spiritual practices as well. And obviously I'm speaking to my mystics here. And even if you don't consider yourself a mystic, but you're like spiritual or you're kind of a little sensitive, like it is important to do those things, right? And to stay centered on our compass and stay centered on what we know is true for us, and not, and being aware too of, even when we're interacting with people that we love and we care about, when we are taking on even their words unconsciously, just all these things, just all these things. Yeah, it was an important day. It was an important day. But felt the need to just mention that. And also I want to mention too, before I went live with you guys, and I think this is something I'm just going to start doing every time, just kind of asking Spirit very directly, like, what do we want to focus on today? You know, you're welcome. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. It was interesting what came through. The word evolution, and I was also getting like power of choice and crossroads, like they're showing me the Two of Wands. But I also got like trickster energy. Oh, I see the connection. Like, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. An herb bath sounds good. Yeah, dude, your spiritual baths, your go-to cleansing practices, whatever you do and whatever works for you, right? Because Wednesday morning, sorry, I'm gonna come back to the thing, I promise. But Wednesday morning I woke up from a really icky dream time, like icky. I felt so gross waking up, and I'm like, I need a spiritual bath right now. Hop to the spiritual bath, cleanse the house, cleanse my bed, just all the things, you know. And then that's when Spirit's like, okay, go in nature now, go. It's like, okay, got you. Sarah Sue, thank you for the $5. Thank you. The vibesy vibing tonight. I feel it. Oh yeah, sorry. Activation warning. I really need to be better at putting that in the titles of these videos. Only because I know my crown and my third eye have been like a lot today. I wouldn't be shocked if some of you guys are feeling that. All right, everyone's different when it comes to that, but yeah, there's that. But let's come back. So, how do you cleanse your bed? People do different things. People utilize crystals, cleansing sprays, smudging. People utilize energy work and visualization. Some people call on assistants for stuff like that. Everybody has their own way, but those are just like a few go-tos. But yeah, so tuning in for today, I was like, what would be beneficial to like focus on? And now I'm understanding how it ties into Wednesday, how it ties into Monday. But yeah, evolution, the power of choice, especially in terms of like Two of like Wands energy, crossroads, right? The paths that we choose to align to, that we choose for ourselves. And then this like little trickster energy was coming through, which trickster is not always bad. It just is. Right? It just is. But it's interesting because Wednesday was such a clear, for in my reality, and then as I just relate it to my patrons, and then as I relate it to you today, just the awareness of how much influence there kind of is, just kind of constantly, right? And it's like, it is a choice to shift that. It is a choice to shift ourselves. And the choices are kind of limitless. They are kind of endless. And with that is also a sense of empowerment. There's an empowerment in choice. There's an empowerment in how much we even choose within us, is like how that wants to be said. I'm gonna say that again. How much choice and power there is in what we choose within us as well. I meant to do a timestamp for this and I forgot. Oops. Oh well. Anyway. Especially that Two of Wands that they're showing me, right? So this is just channeling. Okay, now I'm gonna write the timestamp now. Okay. Oh, 10:33. I like it. Some of you may feel, and maybe this has already happened for some of you. Maybe it's upcoming. Maybe it's happening right in this moment. Keep in mind, if you're like here and it's like well after the Friday, there's a reason you're here. Just letting you know. I almost want to push into the Two of Wands, almost like, I don't want to say crisis, but kind of. And don't let that word scare you. I think we kind of actually exacerbate that word a little bit. Like by crisis, I just mean like, hold on, my nose, I can feel sneezes coming. Oh, excuse me. Crisis doesn't always have to be a calamity. Okay. Oh, is there another one coming? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Weird nose stuff going on as I'm trying to talk about this. Crisis is not always a calamity, right? Crisis is what we perceive to be something catastrophic, even if it's not. Bless you. Thank you for all the blessings. Thank you. Yeah, right. I was like, oh, suddenly like my nose just feels like it's being tickled a lot. Right? Because something that's a personal crisis to us, someone can look at us and go, like, they're going to be fine, or it's not that bad, right? It is a personal perception. Don't ever downplay your feelings. That's not where this is going, okay? But some of you recently, presently, or maybe upcoming may feel like you are going through some sort of crisis. It's like, it's really hard to explain. It's like, whoa, it's definitely moving a lot of energy of how I'm feeling this. Because it feels like it could be a crisis of emotions, like an emotional, I don't want to say breakdown. That sounds so dramatic. Like an emotional, this, I can't have a word for this. Like they're showing me the Nine of Swords. Like an emotional tsunami or a mental tsunami, right? Where like there's stress and there's anxiousness and there's anxiety, there's discomfort, right? But you could perceive it as a crisis where it's a point of, it's like a pressure point or a pushing point. And it creates a lot of discomfort, creates a lot of anxiety and stress. It doesn't necessarily mean that something is going to be life or death. It's just the way we are reacting or perceiving that, right? And this is not for everybody, but for those who experience that or have recently, presently, or upcoming, you all know what I'm trying to say here. It's going to put you in the Two of Wands, or it has put you in the Two of Wands, and it is a choice on how you handle that. It's a choice on how you want to see that. And it does feel a little bit of like, I like making a choice to evade or making a choice to allow the crisis to be a blessing of evolution. We've all had moments like this. This is like not new, but it's interesting how that's coming up because it does feel a little bit like testing our own discomfort, testing our, it just feels a little bit like being tested. And again, not to like be all dramatic with these words, it's not like some like test you're gonna pass or fail. It's just a choice. It just has this feeling of like, hey, let's push on that a little bit and see what you choose or see what happens. And it could be a moment, a gift of evolution, or you can just continue to be the same. You can continue on the same path, and neither one is wrong. Just is. But it's interesting how it wants to be said that way. Now they're showing me the devil. Okay. And it really does feel like this pressure point of anxiety and stress, and for some very like emotional. But again, I'm not getting that it's actually something terrible. Like I'm not getting it is something that like you even need to be scared about. It's just it's a unique pressure point of your own shit, right? And is it going to make you uncomfortable enough to actually like look at it and embrace it for the blessing of evolution that it is and get you to like grow in that moment of discomfort? Or are you just going to continue to allow that pressure point to exist and then make a choice that just gets you away from whatever is making you uncomfortable, right? That this is basically just like working with triggers, but I don't know why they're wanting me to speak about it in this way. They just are, so we just are. Okay? We just are. I think is where the trickster energy comes in too, right? Because like trickster energy is kind of notorious for that. You might resonate with like sacred clown, it's like it's still that kind of vibe. Um, where again it could be perceived like something terrible is happening, or something's just too uncomfortable, or something is like really crunchy or really off, just like in a way where it causes you a lot of internal stress. They're showing me the devil again. Specifically, if this is like about patterns, right? You may think, oh, I'm just repeating the pattern again. This is so trickster. And you wouldn't be wrong, but are you repeating it by choice? You see what I think you guys understand what I'm getting at, right? Like it's totally a perceptual thing. Like I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I can see the tricks. I can see the trickster in that. Like, oh, look, this is happening to me again. Or, oh, look, this is like a pattern on repeat or whatever. And you could be perceiving it like, oh, this is happening to you again. Is it? Or are you just allowing that to be? Right? Or can you just like face and sit in the discomfort to evolve out of that pattern, out of that pattern, out of that belief, out of that perception, and how that ties to your choice and the path that you're forging or have been forging, right? Again, this is not new shit. This is not new. We've been through this. It ain't new. I'm really trying to stop repeating the patterns. I feel this, my floor lead stifles me. Yeah. It's all about your own perception, how you navigate that, how you choose to handle that, and what you choose to just be part of your existence. But it's like you can keep staying the same, you can keep avoiding, you can keep running, or you can actually like sit and look at it and sit in it and evolve and allow yourself to evolve. They keep showing me Nine of Swords and Devil Man. They keep showing me that over and over and over and over again. Some of you may be getting little signs and synchronicities of trickster energy. That can come in many a form. Even just thinking about like animals are like wanting to come out today. I'm gonna take the deck out just so I don't forget. We haven't worked at this one in a bit. But just in like animal medicine, right? That's like raccoon, that's coyote, that's fox, like trickster. Some of you, this could be coming up in other ways of like literally just the word trickster, or even just like the terminology of like sacred clown. Oh. It's just like, oh, this is funky. I don't like it's crunchiness around this. Whoever resonates with this. I'm getting like terms like demonology, demons. If you know how that applies to you, okay? If you're seeing that someone around you or people around you are just continuing to not evolve, which again, this is not new. We've been through this a lot in this collective. This is almost like just like, oh, it's just that time of the month almost, to be honest. It's just interesting the different way they're having me speak on it. And there must be a reason for that. So again, I'm just trusting the process here. But yeah, if people around you are like not choosing to embrace their gift of evolution, maybe that's really what it is. It's like just to see it through that lens of it is a gift of evolution. There's something about that wants to be heard in that way. But anyway, yeah, I digress. If that's not being embraced by people around you, that just is what it is, right? So the gift of evolution. That's what's going on in the collective right now. That's what Spirit wants me to have to put your awareness on for today. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and do some collective messages then. Pull in some cards, if I can pick up the pen. Very quickly. I'm here, I swear. What was I gonna say? I will be live on Sunday on Patreon for the New Moon Aquarius Hangout. I haven't posted it yet on Patreon for my patrons are watching. But yeah, Sunday is gonna be the day. I'll be live weekly, as you already know. I guess that's really all that needs to be announced right now. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there because we do have the New Moon Aquarius coming up pretty fast. The second I said that, I felt Leo super strong. Leo's been poking around in the collective too. Okay, yeah, let's do a collective read. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do elements today too, over signs, but definitely going to be doing some elements. Now, what do we want to start with collectively? I have the animal deck out, but I'm thinking I'm going to do this with the elements. Let's do Big Bertha. She popular. Hey, Marcy. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. And it's the Chinese New Year, going to be a day the 29th. Yes, thank you for that reminder. Yes, it is also the Chinese New Year, moving into the Year of the Snake, as so many people in the community have been talking about it. We've been focused on that. I haven't really been speaking on it. I don't feel called to. Yeah, I don't feel called to. I do think there is something interesting about transitioning from dragon energy to snake energy, though. In terms of familial magic and medicine, but that's a different conversation. But we're going to start with Big Bertha. Okay, for those who are new, she is a combination deck of angels and ancestors and the Starseed Oracle. All the decks that I use are linked below for your convenience. Oh, okay, no, I should announce that. All the things that I'm like, oh, yeah. So you guys saw that I did post Sag, Libra, and Taurus relatively recently, sometime in the last couple weeks. I did that because I never completed that cycle of sign readings, but sign readings are phased out. If I get a channeling to focus on a particular sign for a channeled message, obviously I will do that. But it's important that I made that transition. Okay. So I understand too if that was confusing because I never really spoke on it. But yeah, I just wanted to finish that cycle of sign readings because I never got around to them. But yeah, so sign readings are phased out. But moving forward, I will be live every Monday and Friday here on YouTube. I will also be doing more collective channel messages as I'm guided to. And there may be some other things that show up that are new that I feel guided to do. And as far as Patreon goes and how that's going to change for Patreon, the descriptions are updated. If you're not a patron and you're curious what's going on over there, all of the information is up to date, okay? But on Patreon, there are 2 tiers right now, and the first tier is access to all the new moon, full moon hangouts, access to all the live readings, early access to any podcast episodes and things like that. And then the second tier will have access to the first tier stuff, but also we'll have weekly patron-only readings that will be live. And and early access to any other videos that I post on YouTube that are not the lives. That's just how it is right now. It was just very important that I do the phase out before I do the phase in, which is upcoming. Okay, but that's what's going on Patreon right now. Okay, and like I said, descriptions are there, so read that so you know what's up. All right. Any messages or insights for the collective in this present moment? Will the third tier still be available for older readings? Not anymore. I had to, okay. So pause and I'll mention that really quickly. No. So people who were already part of that tier, I removed access for new members to sign up so that people who were already part of that tier could maintain their access that they've already paid for, right, for those readings. But I changed the price to match the second tier so that the content is going to be the same moving forward for those two tiers. But for those who wanted to maintain their access, they can. But new people cannot sign up for that third tier because it just didn't seem right. You know what I mean? It just didn't seem right. I hope that answers your question. But yeah, let's get back into the collective reading here. Okay. Okay. Any messages or insights for the collective in this present moment? For the collective's highest good? Let's see. Oh, I like it. Hold on. The timing just seems to be flowing beautifully. Wait. Oh, I didn't have all the messages on. Oopsie, hold on, let me come back. Fitting, coming on in bulk, time for the new. Yes, I was thinking about in bulk recently too. Kiki, thank you for the $19.99. Thank you so much. The first card is a very Venusian card, which is perfect because, like I said, Venus and Pisces is doing a lot right now. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is a choice. This is absolutely a choice. Again, I feel like everything I'm picking up on is more to do with people who are like not making this choice, because I think a lot of you are making this choice. And if you're not, and you've been kind of going through it, you've been a little tender, you've been a little on edge or anxious or sad or confused, there's always a choice. And if you have been struggling with those feelings or just struggling in that way, I recommend just taking some time and some space to do your go-to things that make you feel cleansed, right? And really in your body and really with yourself, and away from the monkey mind chatter, away from the influence of other people, because sometimes we do need a bubble. We do. Sometimes we do, and that helps us to come back to ourselves, regardless of how sensitive or not sensitive you are, right? That helps you to calibrate and realign to you and to your connection to spirit, right? And to your own compass. So if you have been struggling, make that a priority. Make that a priority. Okay? But with this card coming out, we have a choice to embrace this or not. Yeah, this is very much a lot of what we talked about on Wednesday. And yes, there is stuff going on in the world, obviously. I never condone ignoring that. I never condone suppressing your feelings around that. I do encourage you to educate yourself as you feel called to, but also understand no matter what goes on in the world, no one can take your peace away. No one can take your sense of empowerment away. No one can take away from you what you choose to experience within yourself. Right? Shit may happen outside of you. That's life, right? But you can still choose to feel empowered within yourself. You can still choose to feel at peace within yourself. You can still choose to be happy within yourself, right? And that's what this card is really screaming to me, is about making that choice of sweetness, of pleasure, of peace, of love, even if you want to go that route, Venus and Pisces, right? It's always a choice. There's always a choice. And some of you may not like that I'm about to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna put it out there. Sometimes not choosing that sometimes does feel better because it's a familiar choice. And I don't want to say this, because I think we have all, as a society, have been programmed to believe that that we're not worthy of choosing those things, or that we don't have a right to feel those things, that somehow life must be hard or life must come with misery on some level. And I think that's a very deeply subconscious thing, and that's not everyone, but I think that's a lot of people. And sometimes that is just the familiar choice, and if you're there, that's okay too. But yeah, just wanted to speak on that. Sometimes it is just the easier choice. Okay. Any other messages or insights for the collective in this present moment? Stemming Sticking to your choice is what I'm hearing. And if you make this choice and you stick to it, like you really stick to it, don't be surprised if people around you who struggle to do that feel some kind of way about it. I just got a little bit of like an agitated, irritated energy. But that's people for you, right? If you ain't struggling, you ain't living. That's bullshit. Don't get me on my soapbox tonight. Oh, man. I'm just like, not necessary. Not necessary. I've also been feeling a little spicy. My patrons know. The last couple days, I've definitely been a little spicy. I've definitely been in like a war goddess kind of vibe, okay? But even then, I can watch my vibes, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I've just heard so many things like that, right? We all have. And it's just like the justification and licensing to like beat yourself up or to keep yourself miserable. It's just a justification. It is. It really is. Anyway. Okay. It's period week around here. It's funny you say that. I actually think my period's gonna start early, which I'm not mad at, to be honest, but I don't know, just interesting. Okay. Ooh, we have Trader coming out here. And look, hand on the heart and everything. Oh, exchange energy to create abundance. This is like a Six of Pentacles energy. This is about being open and being vulnerable and being receptive. It's being receptive to that energy. It's choosing that energy. It's choosing to receive that energy, and it's choosing to also give that energy as well. To exude it, give it, receive it, embody it, full experience of it, because it is the energy of love. I mean, I know that sounds cheesy, but that's exactly what it is. I wish we could like take the cheesiness out of it, or the cheese association out of it, because it is what it is, right? And it is beautiful and it is amazing. But feeding that energy, thank you. That's why I've been saying that lately. So I've been saying, there's a little phrase that I say sometimes, and I've been realizing I've been saying it a lot of, I don't want to feed that wolf. I'm not going to feed that wolf. It's in relation to the notion that we have like two wolves, right? Like a light wolf and a dark wolf, and whichever one you feed, whichever one you decide to operate from and really nurture, that really dictates kind of how you go about in the world and dictates your perception and your intentions, has an influence on you, a sway over you. And so when there's been moments, and I want to say this whole week, I've been saying that, when there's been moments this week of more of not choosing that energy, and I'm catching myself in those moments, I go, I feel that, but I don't want to feed that wolf. Like I literally intentionally say it out loud, which is basically a spell. But feeding the wolf of love, right? That is expansion. It is. It's expansion, it's connection, it's peace, it's harmony, it's all of that stuff. And that's what I'm getting with this. Feed the Venus wolf. Feed the wolf of love, not the wolf of misery. It also has that flavor of like freedom versus imprisonment. There's a lot of polarities going on in there that anyone could attach to this. But yeah. And the more that you feed that wolf, the more it's going to show up around you, even in terms of other people or just the environments you find yourself in. It's interesting because like there was a lot of animal energy in the beginning of the reading where I'm like, okay, animals want to talk today. And with trickster energy too, it's like that was coming up a little bit, and now all this wolf stuff. Very interesting. Your nails are stunning, by the way. Thank you. Press-ons. Okay. I don't want this to like be too much of a tangent. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's noticed, but like the last like year or two, there's a lot more content for like nail art, which I do enjoy watching just because like I love to see people create. I love to see what people can create, and like some people are just super talented and amazing. Personally, for me, I'm not big on the like acrylic, like putting the acrylic on the nails. Not always, but I've always been a natural nail girl. And then maybe like 6, 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, my aunt told me about press on nails. Actually, I have them right here. Okay. Not a sponsorship, I promise. And ever since then, I like never turned back. I've never actually had my nails professionally like done with acrylics or anything like that. And honestly, again, I'm not a sponsorship at all. They're freaking amazing. This brand in particular, because it doesn't require any glue. It's literally just you press them on. Because there are other brands that say they're press on nails, but they're not. They have glue that you need to put on your nails. And for those who are not aware, hold on, a little spiel here. That glue and shit and the chemicals that go along with acrylic nails can cause really bad dermatitis on your hands, and it could just be really bad for in the long term. Not saying don't do it. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But if you don't want to deal with any of that stuff and you want really easy, like, oh, my nails look good, or I just gotta like, I have like 10 minutes, let me just pop these things on. These ones are amazing. These are the only ones I have found that also are actual press-ons without the glue. And they last a long time. Like if you actually follow the directions, which are really easy, these last me like 2 to 3 weeks. Do they last long? Oh my God, yeah. Like I can wash my hair, do the dishes, I can lift shit. And yeah, these will stay on for 2 to 3 weeks. Now I will say when you like have to replace them, because obviously they come with replacements, right? They won't stay on as long, but they're very sturdy. I've never had any issues with them. What is the brand name? The brand name is Impress. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Impress. I've been wearing them for years. Any like nail design you've seen me with in videos has always been this brand. Always. I've never deviated. And I love it too because it doesn't degrade my nails. So when they come off, or if I want to take them off, my nails stay healthy. Like they don't get like jacked up, they don't weaken the nail. But you do have to follow instructions, right? So you can let them fall off naturally. Or you can like soak them in like I use like soap water, a little bit of vinegar, and then you can just be gentle about it. But yeah, like my nails are healthy, my nails are strong, super quick and easy to put on, and they last a long ass time. So just saying, for those of you who are considering switching or just considering in general, I would totally go with them. And you can find them on Amazon and stuff too. Again, not a sponsorship. Do you use a buffer? No. I'm like, wait, what's a buffer? It's like, well, if I don't know what it is, then no, I don't use it. So, okay, sorry for those who are like, I want the collective reading. So when I go to put these on, my process is I cut my nails, and I will like, I'll smooth out the end, just like I don't like jaggediness on the ends. Not necessary, it's just a preference thing. And then it comes with just a little like cleaning wipe just to clean the nail, and then you just put them on. That's it. It's super easy. You're putting me out of work. I'm sorry. Like I said, I think people who do nail art are incredible. Like I said, I enjoy watching the videos because I love to see people do their thing, and you guys impress me. I've seen some stunning work. But I'm just saying. And also, if you are like, struggling financially, $8. And that's like not even on sale. And there are a lot of times where I will just buy them because they're on sale, just to like, be more cost effective. But yeah. And $8 will last you, if you use like the replacements and everything and you stick with that same design, like these will last me like a good 2 to 3 weeks. And then I could probably replace them like 2 more times, probably like 6 weeks, 2 months if you want to like make it stretch for $8. Just saying. Okay. Coming back. I've been peeping your nail game for like a decade. Spill the tea. It's all that brand. All right, now let's come back. Right? Feeding that wolf of love, you get more love. Feed the wolf of expansion and joy and peace, you get more joy and peace. We love toe art too. Yes, and they do have toes. I will say though, the toes I've only done a couple times. I use press-on on my nails too, LOL. I miss doing my nails, but so expensive, so this I can afford. Yeah, they're incredible. Again, if you don't want to do the glue. I don't like messing around with it. That's why I do impress. Okay, can I get a third card? Again, if you're catching this later and you're like, nails? Sorry, had to be spoken on. All right. Third card for the collective, please. It's literally everything we're talking about. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. This is the card that says take accountability for your own life. Literally, take accountability for what you decide to align to, create, operate from, give out in the world, receive from the world, all of that stuff. Oh, when the universe gives you an opportunity, recognize that. I just had this feeling of with the trader. Yeah, when the universe is giving an opportunity to receive this, and you want to receive that, you want more of that in your life, understand that when you say no, right, that is you actually communicating energetically with the universe of like not choosing that. Now, I'm not saying like, I'm trying to give an example. Like, okay, let's say someone asks you out or whatever, and you actually have to like, you got plans or you have work or obligations. Just because you're like, look, I want to, but I've got A, B, C, D, E, that's not what I'm speaking on. Because like, you can still energetically say yes and be busy and like, that's when you say, but hey, I'm free next week, or hey, I'm free next month, whatever, right? Saying no to this energy is an energetic no, right? It comes from within. It's not always about the words, it's about what you're actually choosing internally. That will obviously affect like how you handle these opportunities. I detoxified from acrylics years ago, and I loved my long nails, but my nail health was waning. Yeah, that's what people have told me, and like just like observing too, over time. Just yeah, like I said, the dermatitis and everything. Like, yeah, I get it. What's the lipstick you wear sometimes? There's a couple that I wear. One of them is actually Burt's Bees. It's a Burt's Bees like lip stain chapstick. And I bought the darkest one, which I could only find online. I don't know why they don't sell that one in stores all that consistently. And then the other one, I'd have to look it up. maybe we'll do a little beauty hangout and we'll talk about that stuff. But that's what we have so far. Okay, for the collective. Take accountability for the wolf that you're feeding. Take accountability for the opportunities you say yes and no to energetically, internally, and also just what you operate from. Okay. Elements next. Yeah, we will definitely do elements. We'll definitely do elements. Actually, yeah, this is a good time to transition into elements here. Like I said, we're definitely doing animals. Pocket archetype always feels good to do with that. Just get the timestamps here. Love my Burt's Bees lip stain chaps. They're really nice. They're really nice. I will say though, I would like it if they made like a purplish brown. That's just my color, and it's hard to find, especially these days. I think it's just not in fashion or style or whatever. Just like low-rise jeans. Can we bring those back, please? Like, again, I didn't mean for this to be a whole beauty video. But I'm super short, and I mean like I'm short. And on top of it, my legs are very short for a short person, and I'm very low-waisted. So all these mid-rise, high-rise jeans, no, they do not work on this figure. Like, not at all. I look like Urkel wearing most of those, and I would really appreciate some low-rise jeans again, says the shorty. Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. Who's going first? Oh, we're gonna do water first. I don't know why that just excites me. Okay. Maybe use a liner with your darkest stain and create a purple. Oh, I don't see. I'm very low. What's the word I'm looking for? low time commitment on beauty stuff. I've never used a liner. I've never attempted to learn how to use a liner. The only makeup I ever do, I'm gonna redo the timestamp for water signs. um, Again, don't know why we're talking about beauty so much. Maybe all the Venus energy we're talking about. Uh, I the only makeup I ever do is a little eyeliner, and the lip stuff is new. That's it. That's all I have the bandwidth for, especially when it comes to like learning stuff, you know? Um, yeah. I mean, there was a phase where I was like messing around with like eyeshadow, but that was definitely just like not here. Like if I had an off day and I just like wanted to create, right? But yeah, I don't know. I like low time commitment stuff with that. Okay, water signs. Okay. All right. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What do we got going on, water signs? I don't know why I feel excited and giddy for you. What you got going on? Hmm. Let's see. Water signs. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I won't lie, I'm kind of wanting to do signs now too. But that's because I love doing this. But I know I need some time for myself tonight. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh look, something bright and shiny for you, water signs. With the medallion. The medallion sometimes can speak of talismans. Nostalgic, precious items. It's this card always gives me a little bit of like Six of Wands, victory, kind of a little bit of reward kind of energy. I want to say you are actually receiving something exciting. Some of you are creating it yourself by choosing it. By choosing it or embodying that, like, or manifestation, right? By embodying the energy and then having it come your way. No matter how this is coming up in your life, water signs, whether it's happened already, happening now, or it's upcoming, it's got you excited. I'm just getting a lot of excitement, and it does have this flavor of like Six of Wands victory. Okay. Anything else from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you are realizing you've had this already. Like you've had this all along. Again, not to sound cheesy, but that you've had this in front of you the whole time. And it was just a matter of seeing that, believing it, and shifting your perspective. And because you've shifted, or again, you're embodying the energy, now you see it and now you can actually experience it. Okay, but it has you excited. Ooh, shapeshifter. Sometimes shapeshifter can also lean a little into trickster. Not always, but they're kindred energies, you could say. But yeah, I like, again, this is very much what I was already getting at. Your ability to embody, to shift, is allowing you to actually experience that bright, shiny medallion. Okay? Whoa! I don't know if you guys heard that. There's way too many cards. It's just about being open. All right? Hold on. Just collecting them all. All right. That was a lot. That was like 20 cards. Gave a little bit of fireworks energy there. All right. Third and final card for my water signs here. We have the womb, and on the bottom, the thread. The thread of fate, the thread of destiny. Yeah, water signs, you're making this medallion energy happen. The womb is a creative space. It is that kind of space where we do create or we incubate, but it's also the space where we manifest. And I keep getting, water signs, you made this happen. You made this happen by embodying that energy or that version of you or that belief, by shifting into it or embodying it, whichever way you want to look at it, and allowing yourself to see it in your reality, allowing space for this to come in by aligning the energy within you and having that energy match externally. I hope I'm making sense. I think you guys understand what I'm getting at here. And again, some of you, this medallion this victory was there all along. It was there the whole time. It was just a matter of you believing that to actually see it. Okay? Very nice. God, I want to do signs so bad. All right, let's get into the animals for my water signs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I totally dig those shapeshifter cards from every deck, even the ones that lean a little dark. There's medicine in that, right? Everything has medicine. Well, not everything. Well, there's medicine in it. There's medicine in it. Any messages or insights from just a heads up, I'm feeling energy come in through my crown, so some guys may feel that for those who are sensitive, so just be aware. All right, it feels hot. It feels hot. It feels like my head's on fire. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm getting the number 7. 7 may be significant for you. You could be seeing 7s a lot. You could be a July baby. Oh, wait. You'd be Cancer if you were a July baby. If you were, a sun Cancer anyway. Oh, my head. Could be a life path number. Wow. The heat is crazy on this. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Interesting. Peacock. Peacock actually is a card, a medicine of beauty, and grace. 717. 717 has been coming up a lot for me too. Sometimes I feel this is like a superficial or masking or distraction. But today I am feeling the beauty on this. I am feeling the beauty on this card today. I almost never do. That's just realized, right? Seeing something that you couldn't see before. Right? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, you are seeing the medallion, the beauty, the gratitude where you couldn't see it before. Experiencing in a way that you couldn't before. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ask and you shall receive is what I just heard. Interesting. Dragon. Oh my God, I'm so hot in your energy. Water signs. My head. Dragon. Dragon is solar plexus energy. It does speak to the yang principle. It also speaks to confidence and self-esteem. It also speaks to seeing through the ego and into truth. Okay? Very masculine energy here. But again, it's kind of honing in on what I mentioned before. It's like you're seeing what you couldn't see before. You're embodying what you couldn't before in the realm of love and peace and harmony and gratitude. And definitely a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. Water signs. You may be dealing with somebody, or there could be someone close to you that's involved in this experience with you, is how I want to say, or process with you. Like proximity is the word that's coming through. So it could be like a family member, could be like a living situation, could be somebody like a bestie, could even be like a partner. But there's some sort of shared experience, I want to say. Some sort of shared experience, shared acknowledgement for some of you, which makes sense, right? Because we're talking about an exchange of energy, right? With the traitor and the surrender to sweetness. Right? Like we are speaking to that. You embody it, you put it out, and you receive it in return. That's what we're speaking on. So whether you experience it just out and about in the world, or with another person, and I am feeling a lot of you, there's like an exchange with people here. Okay. I'm hearing eyes wide open, but my monkey mind wanted to say Eyes Wide Shut, which is a movie. I've never seen it. I don't even know the plot. But I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, not to get all 3D for a minute, but we got to be in the 3D, and sometimes 3D can be fun, has its perks. I'm pretty sure Nicole Kidman met Tom Cruise on that movie set. I'm pretty sure. Don't know if that is a thing. Just wants to be mentioned. But eyes wide open is what they're really saying here. Eyes wide open. Can I get a third card? Let's see. What's the movie about? Like I said, I don't know the plot. I don't know the plot. I've never seen it. It's a 90s movie. It was a freaky movie. Oh, okay. I think that's when they divorced. Oh, interesting. Maybe I'll look it up later. But we do have octopus coming out here, which is kind of devilish. So I'm kind of surprised it's here. Can I get another card for the octopus? Why is the octopus here? There's the Two of Wands energy. Tarantula. The difficulty of making decisions. The difficulty of what we align to. What we choose to align to internally and then therefore externally. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open on what you decide to align to and the choices you decide to make. I almost would have said the devil, the octopus, again, devilish energy there with the octopus. Sometimes can be about codependency patterns, right? Which we already knew was part of some of this energy that we're working through here. But yeah, it's how we hold ourselves back and all of that. But there's something else with the octopus. Can I get a third card for the a second card for the octopus? Interesting. Eagle in reverse. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. It's the pressure point. It's the pressure point. Are you going to allow yourself to see the gift of evolution, or are you going to try to continue the same? Right? This is interesting too, because not all of you will resonate with this. If you're new and you're like, I'm a little confused, I channel for a lot of people. Not every message should resonate for you, because there's some that are going to be for some people and some are going to be for other people. So again, just take what I say as it resonates for you and don't try to make it all fit. Use your discernment to see the messages that are yours. All right. But Eagle is kind of like the world card. And with it being wanting to come out in reverse like that, it is definitely a resistance. It's a resistance to evolve. And what I was going to say is interesting that like what I'm getting for some of you is, if you get triggered, I apologize in advance, okay? Because there's some ego going on here. There's a little bit of ego. Again, we all have it. We're all human. It's just part of being human, okay? It's not a judgment thing. But I'm almost getting like for some, there's a pride taken with evolution and growth. But here comes this pressure point moment or situation, and there is a major resistance to it. And for some of you, you pride yourself in evolution and growth. And I am hearing that some of you asked for this moment or asked for this opportunity. And in the face of that, there is that moment, that difficulty, that tension of, oh shit, my demons. Oh shit, my patterns. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. For some, there may be a reaction to project. For some, there may be a reaction to blame or finger point, or just, yeah, I want to say just not take accountability. But that's a choice, right? Eyes wide open. It's interesting because even in these cards, like just looking at the eyes, right? Have your eyes wide open. And keep in mind, this could be for you. This could be someone you're dealing with or someone you know around you. It's how general readings work. I'm hearing this can't be. This can't be. I won't lie, water signs. And again, this may not be for all of you, and it may not even be you. This could be someone that you know. Just want to make that clear. I'm getting a smidgen air of arrogance. Just a smidgen, okay? But that's the point, to challenge you. To challenge you, to challenge your ego, to challenge what you believe, to challenge what you think is the truth about yourself, or to challenge what you think is the truth about the world, or even what's possible. Some of you, it is that big. Not all of you, but some of you, it is. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. Anything is possible. It's a matter of seeing it, and it's a matter of believing it. Anything is possible. Okay. All right, let's get a little deeper, water signs. I'm going to use the energy oracle. Ooh. That crowd energy is intense. Okay. Pretty nails, thank you. I bought a couple today because they were on sale. And I had a hard time choosing, but I'm like, I don't know, there's something just classic about a French tip, you know? I really wanted like a black and gold kind of thing, but the only one they had with that was this. And it's nice. You might see it in later videos. But I don't know, just classic felt more right today. Anyway, any other messages or insights for my water signs? We're off to a unique start. Any other messages or insights from our water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you are facing a full moment too with this. And I, again, take messages as they resonate. Aloha. Hi, aloha. Take the messages as they resonate. Some of you guys are facing a full like moment, like the Fool card, right? Which is to be fearless, to take that leap of faith, and to take a risk and take a chance. That there is something about that I think for some of you is very trickstery, in a way that like, I know it's neither good nor bad, but I'm tempted to say is like actually kind of not good. Because they're showing me that typical like full vision of like being on the cliff and wanting to jump. It's almost like some of you think the full moment is like actually jumping towards what you already have done, but that would literally be not the Fool, right? Because the Fool is a risk. The Fool is kind of meant to be exhilarating and a little scary in that exciting kind of a way. Maybe you just needed to hear that. Like, does the leap get your adrenaline going? Or is it something that you're actually accustomed to? Because if it's something familiar, it's not actually a risk, right? Anyway, any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And again, whatever you choose for yourself is not wrong, right? It's just choice. Oh. Crisis. There's that crisis energy we were talking about with storm warning. Tower energy. Tower energy. So this is that pressure point and or crisis. If you're coming in now and you're like, crisis, we talked about crisis in the beginning, okay? It's not as scary of a word as it needs to be. But in the moment of the storm, the tower, the perceived crisis, right? Will you embrace the blessing of evolution in it? Or will you fall prey to that octopus? And will you keep your eyes shut? Will you continue as you have? Will you not grow? Interesting. Eyes wide open. The 10 is really sticking out to me. So you guys could be seeing 10s a lot. The 10 just, 177, 77 big too in your reading, water signs. But yeah, some of you guys 10s are big. Anything else for my water signs? And there's the anxiety that comes with the crisis, the tower, the pressure point. 10 and 9, by the way, 18 breaking down to a 9. So not surprised that that's there. We literally spoke about this, the collective energy. Keep in mind, Mars is in Cancer right now, and Venus is in Pisces. Juno and Vesta are still in Scorpio. And actually, Juno, if I'm not mistaken, might be working with Mars this weekend. It's definitely going to be working with Mercury in Capricorn. Um, but the water signs are active astrologically this weekend, okay? As far as collective energy is concerned. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. So, storm warning, anxiety, and broken heart. Whatever this crisis is, whatever this tower is, like I said, you can resist it and you can try to remain the same, but this is gifting you evolution so you can actually receive that medallion that you've actually been wanting. Some of you have been manifesting that actively. Some of you have been trying to cultivate that actively, and you haven't been able to see it, feel it fully. Where is it, etc. Whatever shape, form, experience this crisis, this tower, this pressure point is happening, it's to get you to evolve, to actually get this, to see this, to embody this, to receive it. And that's the thing too. It's like, God, it's interesting how they want me to speak on this. Like the tower, for example, right? Sometimes we need the tower to happen. Sometimes we need these really strong foundations, whether they're beliefs or they're vaults for our emotional shit or whatever, because it is actually blocking out the sun, is almost how that wants to be said. Like, think of like a city of skyscrapers, right? We build these buildings, we build these walls, and within these buildings and walls holds all this energy, holds all these beliefs, or we built them out of our intentions, and all that has happened is it's just created too much of it, right? And we need more space to breathe. We need more space for the new. We need the sun to be seen again. It's like, that's not the greatest way to speak on this metaphorically, but that's just like how it's like, it's trying to come through that way. I want to think of a better way to say this. Yeah, water signs, it's like your modus operandi, the way you navigate decisions, the way you navigate changes and or crises has been aligned with the octopus, okay? In a way where it has impeded your ability to experience the medallion fully. And for those beliefs to shift, they have to fall apart in some way, shape, or form. Something has to help you dismantle them. And that's what I'm getting with this, okay? And then we have the crown chakra with Archangel Uriel. Some of you guys may feel very strongly connected to Uriel. They're reminding me of the fixed stars. I always forget the name with... No, Antares is with Uriel. So there's 4. There's Antares. See if I can remember all of them. Rigel. Fomalhaut. And what's the last one? Aldebaran. Wait, is it Rigel? No, it's not Rigel. I take that back. No, it's not Rigel. It's not Rigel. Aldebaran, Antares, Fomalhaut. The last one's a really like well-known one. Why is it eluding me right now? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. It's not Rigel. It's definitely not Rigel. It's like, it's one of the really well-known ones. Oh, it's gonna make me crazier. I know someone out there knows it. No, it's not Beetlejuice. Metatron. So the archangels that, okay, so it's okay. If someone knows it, it'll come up in the chat. So the archangel, it might be Sirius. It might be Sirius. Why did I want to say Rigel? So the archangel, Regulus. Thank you. Thank you, Diamond. I knew it was an R. Yes, it's Regulus. It's definitely Regulus. So Aldebaran, Antares, Regulus, and Fomalhaut. Those are the fixed stars. But the archangels that are associated with them, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel. Okay? Those are the ones associated with these stars. That's just coming up to be spoken on. So just take that as you will, okay? Some of you may have some of that in your natal chart, okay? Now I'm thinking about the astrology. Is there anything working with those stars right now? Definitely not an Antares. Aldebaran, I believe, is Gemini 9 degrees. Jupiter's pretty close, actually. Jupiter's pretty close to that. So Aldebaran's with Archangel Michael. Okay. Sorry, a little astrology talk here. Aldebaran. So Aldebaran is Archangel Michael at Gemini 9 degrees. Antares is Uriel at Sagittarius 9 degrees. So there may be something coming up here with that, with your natal chart, or even just that kind of polarity. And they are associated with war. There's a whole interesting, there's a lot of interesting stuff around those two stars. But Regulus is with Raphael. Okay. And I can Fomalhaut, I believe that's how you say that. I always want to say with an accent for some reason. That's with Gabriel. Okay. But just giving you guys the information. But anyway, Archangel Uriel coming out here with the crown chakra. This is about your consciousness, and there's probably not a coincidence that I'm getting all this heavy hitting crown chakra energy with you. Okay, this is gonna shift your consciousness. This is shifting your beliefs, but only if you embrace that and accept it. And this is why I feel like it may be experienced as some sort of a crisis, whether that is like an emotional one. Some of you may be worried that you're experiencing spiritual psychosis, even. It may even be that extreme. But what's happening is the beliefs, the consciousness that has kept you from seeing, feeling, embracing this are dismantling. Okay, they're crumbling because they need to. They are shape-shifting because it's time to allow that space to open up. Okay? Okay. Whew, what a reading, man. We're not even, we still need to get into tarot. Curious what's on the bottom. Ooh, we got Temple Path with Healer of Ages. Oh, that just put a wave of energy through my heart. Healer of Ages is how it sounds. It's help and support with your own healing. Temple Path is a card that speaks to aligning to a path that is most truly aligned to our essence, our authentic essence of who we really are. And that is absolutely what's happening with you, water signs. Okay, eyes wide open. So they just said it again. Let's get some tarot out here. Okay. King of Wands almost wanted to come flying out. Tell me about storm warning for water signs. Tell me about storm warning here. The anxiety is insane. Tell me about storm warning. If you guys could like feel my head right now, I literally feel like Hades from Animated Hercules right now. I feel like my head is on fire. Tell me about storm warning, please, for water signs. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is usually a period of rest. It also can indicate dream time or like when you're trying to sleep. It also can indicate taking some space here. The fact this is coming through with storm warning, it is like a disruptive energy, but I want to say it's like it's happening within. It does feel like it is a storm or crisis of the consciousness or of emotions, and it could again be happening while you are literally asleep or in dream time. But I want to say it's happening like this, in this way with this card, because it is about the internal consciousness experience with this. I almost feel the temptation to be like, to say this feels a little bit like an awakening energy from a slumber, if you will. You could read it that way, but you could read it that way. You can tell I'm not loving that. Anyway, tell me about anxiety for my water signs. Really? Oh. The openness. We have Justice with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is Pisces, Libra, Pisces kind of showing up here. Come here. I'm trying to pick this up. Actually, really strong Libra. Four of Swords is also Libra, and Two of Swords on the bottom. Very strong Libra energy in your reading water signs. If you're a Scorpio, you could be a cusper. But Anyway, just pointing that out. Justice with the Knight of Cups coming out here with anxiety. It's this awareness of justice. And with justice, what's bringing justice here is the Knight of Cups. It is that openness. It is that operating from the wolf of love, feeding the wolf of love, all of that of what we've been talking about, right? Why is that giving you so much anxiety? I feel like there's a lot of fear around that. Tell me more about that. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. It's a fear. It's a fear. Am I taking these? Whoa! That feels like a deep dive. We're gonna get back into that. Yeah, it's a fear of the Knight of Cups is what it is. That's what it is. It's actually a fear of the Knight of Cups. Experiencing that, being open to that, or even embodying that, there's a fear around that, almost like it causes this feeling of like equating Knight of Cups to the Five of Pentacles experience is what I want to say. Getting in that state or dealing with people like this will just put me in the five. Will either take from me or negatively affect me in some way. Like, that's actually more of what I'm getting. Could be abandonment stuff. Could absolutely be abandonment stuff. Some of you, it's a self-worth kind of a thing. No matter what the flavor is, it's equating love to pain, honestly. It's equating love to struggle. It's equating love to harm. Okay? We've all been through that. Let's look at Broken Heart. Oh, I forgot about this little pile. Sorry. It just was like, wow. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot going on in there. It's a lot going on in there. We have the High Priestess, Nine of Cups, and the Devil. Some of you guys, addiction is a big part of this, okay? Addiction and coping mechanisms, codependencies are a part of this. That's not for all of you. Some of you, it just, with the Devil and Nine of Cups, that could absolutely be it. Some people could read that as obsession. If that resonates with you, that resonates with you. Oh, it does feel a little bit like this deep-seated yearning. Feels very secretive, though. Like, yeah, a very deeply rooted secret yearning is like, even the way I want to say that, it's like there is a snake energy here too, almost like want to almost like want to slither a little bit. Some of you, this is very sexual. With this anxiety, equating the Knight of Cups, equating love to harm, I do want to say this is like a little personal inner demon kind of thing going on. Like we all have our own demons, right? Like, so to speak. But really facing that and really coming to terms with that, really looking that in the face of what that is and why that's there. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Feels like being forced to face that. Being forced to face that. Can I get one card on the Nine of Cups, please? With the Devil. I want to get one more card on that. Don't move on to Broken Heart. Can I get one more card with the Nine of Cups and the Devil? Very interesting. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles implies that this has either been touched or affected by groups of people. Like, Three of Pentacles to me is like coworkers, colleagues, friends, that sort of deal. I also feel this very strong internal battle going on as well. Like, again, battling our own demons. Some of you are also very, very, very attached to a dream, and they're bringing me back to the medallion. Hold on a second. Come here. Some of you are also very, very attached to a dream, a wish fulfillment. Nothing wrong with that. That is how we manifest. And the Devil's not always bad. The Devil's Saturn. It's Capricorn. It is also discipline. It is also hard work. It is being hyper-focused. Some of you, that attachment though, and this is where you got to be more discerning about what's going on within yourself. Some of you, that attachment is rooted in the connection of love to harm. Okay? Only you would know how that resonates for you. These are just very interesting cards to come out. But let's look at broken heart for my water signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I actually kind of like this. We have Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I feel like there's a moment of realization here around the broken heart, almost like where there's an understanding of this, of why that's there for you. And for those who embrace the storm, embrace the crisis, and allow it to be an evolutionary moment for you, it's almost like what is born of it is the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. This connection to self through the heart that's tied to the Ace of Wands, which is passion. The Ace of Wands has also become my sense of purpose card as well. Like the Ace of Cups to me represents the heart and the soul. Ace of Wands is our fire. It's our sacred flame. It's what lights us up, right? It's what gets us excited, which is why it is equated to purpose for me as a reader. But what is born out of this is that connection to self, that connection to the heart, and almost like a rekindling of the Ace of Wands, which I want to say is immediately going to be connected to that medallion energy of feeling that within yourself, and then you're going to be able to pull it in. Let's look at the crown chakra. It's funny, I didn't want to do signs because I thought it was going to be too much like time and energy, and we're like water signs. You got a long reading here, so it might be like this for every element. Tell me about the crown chakra for my water signs. And I didn't mean to clarify all the cards. I just did it. Oh, and look at that. Look at the wands. The only wands to show up are like after you go through this experience, right? With the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands and the Two of Wands. Excuse me. And the King of Wands holds the Ace of Wands, holds the sacred flame, because it leads them to their purpose. It leads them to what excites them, what invigorates them, what gets them going. And with the Queen of Cups being here, there is an operating from the heart in the way that we were speaking on before, right? But this is being at that Two of Wands moment, right? That tarantula energy that we had. And through that alignment, right? There's a confidence. There's a confidence and a balance of being able to move forward and experience that medallion. Very nice. If this is about a connection, because I am getting that flavor for some of you. It's one of you is becoming very clear on their shit. That's what I want to say. Like why there's this equation of love is harm. And there is a little bit of a little awakening to that for whoever that is. And like I said, if it is about a connection, then that puts the alignment where it needs to be. That brings justice, right? Between a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups. Doesn't have to be a Cancer or Leo. Doesn't have to be a water sign or a fire sign, although you are water signs. It's just the energy that is embodied there with the individuals. Okay? All right. Very interesting reading water signs. Let's move on. Okay. I don't know what I'm dancing to. I'm just like, I don't know, I need to like bounce and groove. Fire signs, we're gonna go with you. Oh, I'm not doing signs tonight, I'm doing elements. Okay. Fire signs. Fire signs. How are we doing? How are you feeling? If I remember correctly in the weekly, some of my fires, oh, it was Leo. It was Leo. Leo had it kind of rough. Actually, all the fixed signs had it a little rough compared to the other sides, if memory serves. Fire signs, what's going on with you? Some of you guys are getting into, it's not the season for gardening. It's winter. Well, maybe you're in the southern hemisphere. I literally saw someone like digging out holes in the ground to like put plants in. Maybe you're getting ready for gardening, maybe you're learning. Again, you could be actively doing this. Oh, you could be sowing your seeds. You could be cultivating your garden of life, right? Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. What's going on with my fire signs? Ooh. Okay, fire signs, I see you. We have the crone. Crone is feminine wisdom. It is magic. It's the gift of not giving a fuck is almost what I want to say. That's not how spirit said it to me. It's just what I'm sensing, honestly. Yeah, fire signs, I like this for you. Yeah, there is a I don't give a fuck energy about this. But you're being intentional with whatever you're doing. You're being very intentional and you feel really good about it. It just really has this vibe of like you're doing you and you don't have any F's to give. I don't know, it's a very interesting vibe with you. Let's keep going. Hold on, they wanted me to come back. The wisdom and the magic component of the crone is very strong with you. Felt like Yoda for a second. The force is strong in this one, kind of a vibe. I don't know. What are we doing, fire signs? What are we doing? Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? I am getting strong Libra. Libra was coming up a little bit too in water signs reading. Oh, I'm hearing magic moment, the kiss. So fire signs, whatever you got going on right now, it's a unique moment in time. Okay. You're experiencing a unique moment in time and you know it and you're aware of it. And you have enough wisdom for it. Some of you are in magician mode about it too. And you're harnessing the magic of this moment for your own gain. It doesn't feel bad. It feels very positive. It feels very positive. There's something about the not giving any F's. Again, they're not saying that to me. It's just what I'm feeling from you. Okay? There's a pride there. Yeah, there is. There's a pride there. That feels really good. Can I get a third one for my fire signs? I'm hearing this one is mine. Okay. Like, this is mine. And there's a pride in that. You could be building something from the ground up. Something that takes a lot of, like a labor of love even. Again, intentional. Maybe you have people that are hating on you for it. People that are judging you for it. You don't care. Oh. Interesting. We have the orphan. Whatever this is, I'm not feeling like orphan here. Like orphan's usually about abandonment, right? I'm not really feeling that with you. I'm feeling more of just like, it is your thing. It is unique for you. And yeah, it has like it's like a misfit energy is what I'm getting with orphan. Like you don't feel orphaned. You feel proud. You feel proud. And yeah, maybe a little bit misfit, maybe a little rogue, but you're proud. Can I get a fourth card for my fire signs? No, now I'm hearing this magic moment. We have the comic. I love that this is out for you. The comic is how it sounds. It's playful, can actually speak to trickster energy too, but it is playful, it's humorous, it's lighthearted. Like I said, it's like, this is a very positive thing for you and you're owning it and it feels really good. Even if you like are going against the status quo, or even if it's like you're a misfit in it or you're rogue about it, like it doesn't matter because it's yours and it makes you proud. Okay, I like that on you. All right, let's get some animals out here. It is, and they're specific, like it's a moment in time. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. What's going on for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have worked through some abandonment shit. You could have, and if you're doing that now, once you work through it, You're going to feel very proud of yourself, but in a way that feels very healthy. Okay? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, we have Stingray. So fire signs in this energy are getting to this like magic moment, if you will. The Stingray coming out here tells me that you have definitely been going through some stuff that has helped you find a lot of emotional and spiritual strength with yourself. Stingray to me is a very watery kind of divine masculine sort of an energy. In the book, it actually speaks to growing the spine, but it is in the spiritual sense and it is in the emotional sense as well. So as far as that goes, you've gained a lot of strength, a lot, and I think that's what's helping you to not give an F, essentially. Okay. They're high. So this is also my King of Cups card, and again, whatever it is that you are experiencing in this magic moment, there's also a lot of love there too coming from you. Okay. A lot of love and a lot of pride. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries. Yeah, you almost feel like a water sign. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. And there's the, whoa, there's the fire. Wow. Panther and Lion. Lion is like King of Wands energy. Lion is actually the mastery of fire in this deck, and the Panther is fire. You can see how ferocious that looks. Panther is a catharsis, okay? And like I said, you may have had to work through some like abandonment stuff or feeling like a misfit or feeling left out or rejected or disempowered, lacking confidence in yourself. Again, I do think that you've worked through that. And if you haven't, you are. And you are going to build that strength for yourself. Okay. It's also gifting the Lion. I almost want to say it's like you're a King of Cups and a King of Wands all wrapped up in one, regardless of gender, right? Because that's not what we're speaking to right here. A master of water and a master of fire. You have a mastery of yourself and your emotions, and you also have a mastery of how you utilize your energy, how you spend your energy, how you sustainably, right? How you sustainably utilize your energy. There's also a mastery of time and timing that comes with the Lion as well, knowing when to act, when to rest, all of that. So mastery is something that I want to say is here for you too, which makes sense because if you have the Crone, you've gone through the Maiden, you've gone through the Mother, and yes, we're speaking in feminine energies, but like that's not the important thing here. The Crone is like an elder energy. The Crone is a masterful energy. You've mastered a lot. And I want to say the Panther has helped you get there. The Catharsis has helped you get there. The Panther. I'm getting Seven of Wands energy, which is Mars Leo. I'm getting really strong boundaries with that. So Mars Leo may have been an important time. This came up actually in the Leo reading that I did in the weekly. So if you're a Leo, this probably ties back into the weekly because I got pulled into Mars Leo phases. But anyway, yeah, standing up for yourself, having boundaries in place where need be, even if you have to get a little ferocious sometimes. Actually, I feel like some guys have mastered that, almost like mastered the way you deal with anger, the way you deal with boundary crossing, boundary violations. I'm feeling that very strongly as well. Some people may be lashing out at you around this time, but again, you don't give an F. So, you're like, you don't give an F. So that is what it is. All right, let's get some energy oracle out for you guys. What's going on for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, I'm hearing protector. King of Wands can be a bit of a protector energy. Some of you guys, I feel like you're just protecting you and like what matters to you. Some of you guys are protecting people who matter to you or a person who matters to you as well, like standing up for someone else. Some of you guys may feel called to do that. Angel of Balance wanted to come out. All right. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, I feel like you're shooing people away. This is again with the Panther, all around the Panther. I feel like you are. Some of you guys are telling people to F off. Maybe you've already done that. Yeah, it feels very much like get away. Like, get away from my sacred space, get away from my sacred creation, get away from my sacredness. There's something about sacred being a part of this for you too. Yeah, just get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. All in the name of protecting what matters to you here. What and who matters to you. Okay. I keep, like, some of you guys are, like, looking out for someone. Like, you find a sense of purpose in that. But again, mastery is huge here. Okay. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Oh, look at the confidence. Look at the confidence, fire signs. The solar plexus, third chakra, Archangel Shemuel. Yeah, that's confidence, baby. That's confidence right there. That is your bread and butter. Okay. Some of you have worked really hard to get to this point. Also, they're pointing out to me as well, the center. They're reminding me. There's also a card that comes out when we are really getting well acquainted with what it is to be in our centers and to be able to hold on to ourself. And I'm also getting that here with you, and that I think is part of your mastery that you moved into, fire signs, for those who resonate with that. Yeah. And when we do that, when we hold our centers, we do actually move into a state where we are very secure and anchored, and where it almost adds like an extra protection of our energy. And I feel like some of you guys have learned that in your mastery. Very nice. It's also very masculine. A lot about like masculinity in your reading, which fire is a masculine element. Yeah. Victory. There. Yeah, this is awesome. Fire signs, I'm excited for you. 37 and 28, both of those are cyclical vibrations. And what I mean by that is they break down to 10, which breaks down to 1, right? So cyclical cycles. The fact that we have all this confidence and yumminess with victory, again, it's like you just feel very good about what you're doing. You're looking out for what matters to you and what's important to you. You're protecting your peace. Some of you are protecting your creation. Some of you guys are protecting people you care about. And you just feel really good about it. You feel really good about it. Like, no one can make you feel shitty. I want to say, like, that's been part of it for some of you, has been dealing with like judgment and criticism, and how that's like made you potentially insecure in the past. But you're done with that. You're very done with that. Can I get a third card for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. So you guys could have Taurus in your chart. I just got a whiff of Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus right now. It has been for a long time. It is moving into Gemini this year. I think it's going to retrograde back into Taurus, though. I got to double check. I'm getting strong Taurus all of a sudden. I'm also getting a lot of fixed energy. So fixed energy could be a thing for you, fire signs. Not necessarily, but... Or if you're an Aries, you could be a cusper, right? Door to value. Oh, fire signs. I want to say this is definitely impacting your work, your financial situation, your perception and sense of abundance with door to value. Value is also, actually, value is very Taurus. Like, literally, Taurus rules the house of value, right? And just seeing that here is very interesting after Taurus came in. There could be something going on in your second house. So depending on what your rising sign is, I would look there just to take a peek. I'm hearing Jupiter. So maybe some of you guys are Taurus rising. Okay, anyway. Beautiful. Beautiful fire signs. It's freaking gorgeous. As far as the reality that you are choosing and you are creating and like holding, I want to say, it's one where there is material abundance and security and unwavering confidence. Unwavering confidence and self-esteem. And you're not going to let anyone take that from you. It feels hard won. Again, mastery has been a part of this for you. Amazing. All right. Let's pull some tarot cards. Give it a nice good shuffle. Oh my god, please tell me I did a timestamp. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. I was like, I didn't remember doing it. Okay. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm also feeling too, I feel like some of you guys have been working a lot with like all of the elements, not just your fiery element. Because I was feeling water really strongly. Now I'm feeling like earth, but like we had Panther and Lion with fire come through. Actually, the one I'm not really feeling too much is air, which is interesting. Anyway, fire signs. One more shuffle. Okay. Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is excitement and passion for play, for pleasure, for new horizons and new ventures. It's also a good news card. I was about to say I was trying to focus on the solar plexus card. So that coming through with Page of Wands is beautiful. Some of you guys are also have gotten very much reacquainted with your inner child. Not heeding your inner child. Well, yeah, heeding your inner child more. Satiating your inner child more. Realizing the power of your inner child and being brought back to the comic card that came out for you. I like that. I like that. There are quite a few people who also equate the solar plexus to the inner child as well. Because with this confidence, there's also a sense of safety, right? And when we feel safe, we can really play and we can really let loose and we can be curious and we can try things, right? Tell me more about the solar plexus, my fire signs. Getting this like masculine energy in your reading. I just heard father. Like, I want to say some of you have really learned to be a very strong, like almost fatherly presence for your inner child, for yourself, creating that sense of security and safety. And boundaries. They're bringing up boundaries again. Yeah! Okay, fire signs. Look at this. Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Again, you're happy, you're confident, you know what you want, you know what matters to you. And even if people want to judge you for it, who gives an F? You don't, because you feel very confident about it. This is basically being excited to pursue your wish fulfillment, to experience joy, pleasure, fun, frolic, feeling emotionally content within yourself, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. That's very yummy. Okay, let's look at victory. Tell me about victory. Yeah, some of you have learned some hard lessons about exchanging energy with the right people. / wrong people, right? Emperor at the bottom. Within this mastery, there's definitely been a reclamation of your sense of empowerment here and your capabilities. Interesting. I'm getting a little bit of a Six of Cups energy. I feel like there's also, in this, for some of you, there's also been like a taking stock of your life experience. Realizing that you have more life experience than you've given yourself credit for. Yeah. Okay, fire signs, I'm telling you, there's something about like money and material security that's looking good. Okay, look at that. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles clarifying victory. I want to say there's also that protection energy that I'm getting with you too. Queen of Pentacles is the multitasking queen. They are also like mother, partner, leader kind of energy all wrapped up into one. Think like Mama Papa Bear is the Queen of Pentacles. They'll get up, they'll take care of themselves, they'll take care of the household, they'll take care of business and finances, and then enjoy home at the end of the day, right? That pentacle that the Queen of Pentacles is holding, I feel like you're protecting that. That is what you're protecting. Some of you, there's almost like a pregnancy vibe. Some of you could be looking out for someone who's pregnant metaphorically or literally, even if it's yourself, that's not all of you. But the Queen of Pentacles holding the pentacle, that is what she cultivates. That's what she looks out for. That's what she builds off of. And with everything that we're getting in your reading here, it's very much like, that's what matters to me. I will look out for that. I will protect that, even if it's yourself and whatever is precious to you. The Ace of Pentacles is also new opportunities of stability and, again, material security or even elevated timelines. And this is what you are protecting, cultivating, looking out for, whether it's just for you or it's tied to someone you know and or care about. Okay? Very nice. Very nice. I keep getting the shooing, like getting people away. All right. Tell me about door to value. Tell me about door to value for my fire signs. So Three of Pentacles just came out here. It wanted to come out in reverse. So this was also just after I mentioned the shooing. Again, being very aware of like the right people, the wrong people to allow in your space and to, you know, exchange energy with. But Three of Pentacles is also, actually, they're reminding me of gardening again. Three of Pentacles is taking your seeds, your pentacle, and putting it on the table and seeing what you can build off of it, or even putting yours and other people's seeds on the table and seeing what you can build together. Three of Pentacles is plans, it's colleagues, it's networking, it's friendships, it's getting shit off the ground to build into other things. And that is with the door to value, the path to this sense of security, okay? And stability. Can I get another card for door to value for my fire signs? So many pentacles here. I'm hearing I Have a Dream. Some of you guys may be watching MLK speeches, but Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups, remember, was coming out with the solar plexus. This does feel like the recognition or birth of a dream, of a sense of fulfillment and purpose. And this is you making that seed, like taking that idea, taking that realization, that desire, making it into a very tangible seed to plant and to grow. And some of you that is with other people or another person, but with the right person and or people. Yeah, Page of Pentacles at the bottom, that same pentacle. Okay, back to door to value. Really? Okay, I feel like I'm getting the same messages I already got before. Yeah, your empowerment, balance, yeah. All right. So a door to value, we now have the Three of Swords out here with the Four of Pentacles. Between the 3 and the 4 is the Ace of Pentacles. This is absolutely you being aware of who is the right person or people to exchange energy with and who's not, right? The Four of Pentacles is a card of power. It's also a card of saving money. It can also be my closed heart chakra card, like a gripping and like, get away. The Three of Swords is discomfort. Okay. I do feel like this is you being in that state of like, I need to protect, I need to protect, I need to look out for my pentacle, I need to look out for my door to value, right? And make sure I evade the wrong people or shoo away the wrong situations and circumstances. Gardens that have no fertile soil, right? Or bad seeds is the metaphor here. But just keep in mind too that you've been through enough to where you have this mastery and you do know better by now. So trust yourself with that, and also trust yourself to be aware enough to recognize if you are falling into any traps of trying to avoid reliving the past by like working out of fear. Okay. I think you have enough mastery and discernment to like not fall into that trap, to not shut the door on Three of Pentacles situations by being afraid of experiencing the Three of Swords. I think you understand what I'm getting at there. Like I said, I think you have enough mastery to not allow that to happen. But very interesting. Very nice. Overall, very nice fire signs. Let's move on. We're doing elements tonight. Who would be next? Oh, air or earth? Air feels interesting. I like the second I said air, I was like, whoa. Air feels crunchy. I can't lie. Oh, it's giving me anxiety. Oh, air signs. Oh, you feel anxious. You feel very anxious. Don't know if I love that. Like now I feel overwhelmed by it. Okay, we have to do air signs. I think you should actually go last, but now I can't stop like feeling your energy and it is overwhelming. So yeah, we're gonna do air signs right now. Okay. Okay. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if someone's having like a panic attack. Like that's the level of anxiety I'm like sensing. Like it feels like a panic attack. I don't know if it's in response to like a crisis like energy, right? Or if it's, I think that was part of water signs. Or was that collective? Now I don't remember. Definitely it came up in water signs. Um, oh, or is it in response to something positive? Um, like sometimes when really, really good things happen, like sometimes it can make us anxious. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, is this really happening? That's kind of what I'm getting with you. Like, oh my God, is this real? Oh my God, is this real? Uh Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ruby may be a good stone. They're just showing me like a red stone. I want to say that's ruby. Garnet may be very. Oh, the gem at the bottom. I Air signs. I'm wondering if something really positive is happening, or you're aware of something really positive, but you can't believe it's real, and I think it's making you freak out a little bit. Garnet, I think, is a great stone as well for you at this time. Garnet's very grounding. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, there's two. Oh, look. The red stone. I'm seeing a red stone. Red stone. The Pilgrim and Siren. Air signs. I think this is positive, okay? But it's definitely uncharted territory for you. And I want to say this requires you to not have any control. And I think that's why you're freaking out a little bit, okay? The siren is not always a negative thing. We've talked a lot about the siren. If you're new, sorry if you've missed those talks. I want to stay on task here, so I'm not going to go into the whole diatribe of the positive medicine of siren and misconceptions around it. But anyway, siren is a pulling. Siren is a mesmerizing. You can't shake it. You can't ignore that feeling. You can't ignore that call, and you just gotta go, right? And it looks amazing. It looks beautiful and all of that. The pilgrim is an energy of new territory, right? Unfamiliar, like I'm going on a venture to learn, right? So air signs, whatever's coming up for you, I want to say it's positive. It feels inevitable. It feels like you can't sidestep it, but you're going to be learning a lot. And yes, it is out of your comfort zone in a major way. A major way. But the siren, when the siren comes out, it's not just like a judgment call kind of a thing, like how the judgment card is. It's very much like, oh, this feels good. Which is also why you can't ignore it. The gem is still at the bottom. Can I get a third card? Yeah, I'm like, is this real? Is this real? Interesting. Comfort zone is what I'm getting with the box. You got to leave your comfort zone, air signs. And I want to say relinquish control is a big one. Can you do it? And look what's at the center, the red. Red may be a power color for you, or at least a grounding color for you. There could be something going on with your root chakra as well. This could highlight some root work that's needed, okay? You got to leave the box. You got to leave your comfort zone. Some of you, it's about breaking routine, safety safe. Oh, I want to say it's real. One more card. I want to get a fourth card for you guys. Yeah. Oh, air signs. Oh, okay. Oh, now I'm feeling the warm and fuzzies. It's got a warm wave through my heart with the healer. Whatever this is, yes, it's weird. It's uncomfortable. It gives some of you a hell of a lot of anxiety. It's not what you're used to. There is no manual for this, and that's the point. And that's the point. This is going to help you to work through some, I want to say some major root chakra stuff, honestly. Major root chakra stuff, and maybe even some trust issues and some control issues, okay? This feels really good. This feels really positive. It feels really nourishing, actually, but it requires you to leap and it requires you to trust. Interesting. Now the mirror is at the bottom. Some of you, because like, it feels like a panic moment of like, oh my God, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? And maybe there's been some disbelief, or maybe there's been some like projections and some shadowy stuff going on here. Okay, with the mirror showing up at the bottom, because with healer, I just like, yeah, they're just like, yes, they said that's all you need to say. Okay. But yeah, ruby or garnet, I think would be great here. Okay. Animals. Let's get into animals. The siren to me is making, it really feels like, it feels good. I want to say there's almost an element of beauty or theme of beauty. Beauty is, it's actually a really interesting word when you think about it. Beauty is not always like beautiful. It can be. But beauty is, hold on, let me think of a good definition for beauty. Beauty is an extension of bliss. Beauty is an extension of majesty. Whether we're looking at a waterfall or we're having a moment with our best friend or the person we love, right? Like that's beauty. It's like, yeah, it touches on bliss, it touches on love, it touches on gratitude, but majesty, it's like, it's an extension of majesty. Air signs. Spirit is like, go. Sorry, I'm just giggling because I don't think you can escape this. Yes, we all have free will and all that stuff. I would think it would take an incredible amount of willpower to not do this or not embrace this, okay? The hawk coming out here is basically spirit going, we got you, we're guiding you, we're right here. It's like they're saying, we're holding your hand, it's gonna be okay. But that's what the hawk card / medicine is about. It is about being spiritually guided. Okay, the reminder that spirit is with you and try to get you to go a certain direction. Oh, turtle. Yeah, air signs, I keep getting this feeling like spirit's holding your hand through this. Some of you, oh shit, is it really 9 o'clock? Wow. Anyway, turtle. With turtle coming out here, turtle, I'm getting strong like grandmother energy here, to be honest. Like turtle's water and earth, it's very grounded, it's very patient. And I just want to say that like, some of you are, okay, thank you. Some of you, this actually represents a person that's wrapped up in this with you. Some of you, it's a guide, or it's just literally the hand of spirit, like going, it's going to be okay. We're right here with you. We got you. But some of you are dealing with a turtle-like energy, like somebody who is very patient and very nurturing, I want to say. Nurturing. Again, very strong grandmother energy. Very strong. Regardless of age, if it's a physical person. Like, you don't have to run into this. You can pace. I'm getting that too with the turtle. You can pace. I don't think you can resist it. Again, you can try, but I think that'd be very difficult. Anything else from my air signs? Just as I said that, that's interesting. It's like, no, pace. Look at the cheetah. Cheetah is 8 of Wands energy. It's yang. Excuse me. It's yang energy, and it is fast. It is very fast. And then we have the owl, which is divine feminine energy. It's high priestess energy. Psychic energy. It's being able to see the light in the dark, right? This is interesting. Why is Cheetah here? Can I get a card on Cheetah? Why is Cheetah here? Why is Cheetah here? It's almost like maybe that's what it is. Maybe maybe there's going to be a switch of pace. Maybe that makes you panic. Because turtle, I keep getting encouragement to pace. I do. And maybe this has already passed. Because again, I'm tapping into energy and time is not linear. So maybe you've resonated with parts of this maybe like a month ago or weeks ago, right? So take it as it resonates. But this feels very like patient. I'm just getting like patient and pacing and encouraging, but in a soft way. But this is seeing the fast track, is almost how it wants to be said. Seeing the fast track. Maybe seeing where this is actually, oh, interesting that the siren energy is here. Because I feel like this is almost like the siren energy itself. Like this is part of the allure or the pull, is like a pace. And it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then you get so far, and then it's like, boom! It's almost how that feels. And then the owl is a bit of like, it's intuitive energy, it's psychic energy, it's high priestess energy, it's seeing, right? And having that awareness of truth, which is actually the cheetah. Oh, okay, this is fascinating. So air signs, whatever this is about getting out of your comfort zone and feeling this allure, I want to say this is how it presents, or this is the energy at the beginning. And this is part of like why it is slowly like a pull into a certain direction or out of your comfort zone. And at some point you go oh so far with it, and then boom, and this is what causes anxiety, I want to say. Yeah. Because you see the cheetah, you see the fast-paced energy. Some of you, it's almost an expansion that's going to be taking place as well. It feels very boom. And like, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And insets the panic a little bit. But I want to say the turtle is part of the siren. It's part of the holding your hand. Like nudging you, comforting you out of the comfort zone. And then once you're oh so used to it, heat gets turned up, the pace gets turned up real quick. And you see that, you can feel that, you can almost see, you can start to see where it's actually leading you. So in like the lore of like sirens, right? Again, this isn't going to be a siren video. Maybe it will be now that I have to talk about it. But traditionally in lore, we look at sirens as very negative things, right? We look at siren energy as like the sinister seductor, seductress who's like going to pull you to your death, right? That's how we look at sirens. But siren energy, it's lullaby energy. It is seductive and it is alluring, but it is also the power of sound. It's the power of singing. It's the power of music, right? And we know how powerful sound is. We know how healing sound is. And it is to get you to go to places that you would find uncomfortable, places that are hard for you to access on your own, right? That's what siren energy does help you with. And that's what I'm getting here with you. You've been slowly getting inched out of your comfort zone, or you're about to be, and it's going to feel very comforting and very like paced at first. And then once you are past a certain point, or you get like accustomed to it enough, you start to get a glimpse of what's actually ahead. And you do start to panic a little bit, but I want to say like what's ahead is healing and expansion. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Ooh, let's get the energy oracle out here. And I want to emphasize this too. Some of you guys may just be here where Hawk is spirit putting you in the position to deal with the siren, to deal with that turtle energy. It's like phase 1, phase 2, boom, phase 3. Oh, owl fell. Try to be all smooth about it. Phase 3. Okay. All right. I keep getting with the owl, it's like some of you may go through some sort of expansion or shift in your consciousness, or even with your third eye, because I feel like for whatever reason you can suddenly see. Which actually is very collective too. Okay. All right. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I want to say, like, even with the box being here, it's like, it's kind of reminding me of like how we teach kids to ride bikes, right? Like the training wheels, the sense of control, the sense of familiar comfort, whatever, right? And you're going and you're learning and you're learning, and then and like, and your parent is holding the bike with you, and then suddenly they're not, and you don't even know that you're like out of the box, that you're out of the comfort zone until they're like, hey, and you're like, oh my God, right? It's got a little flavor like that. Like with the owl energy in the box, I feel like the box is going to disappear. Like if you move away from it enough, you inch away from it enough, it's not going to be there anymore. Like the box is actually keeping the veil from being lifted, so to speak. Which makes sense. If it's your comfort zone, right? It's your go-to that keeps your vision, your ability to perceive anything outside of your comfort zone, right? It's like having blinders on. I think you guys understand what I'm saying with all these metaphors. Okay. Oh, any messages or insights for my air signs? For fire signs, it was 123.55. Yeah. Am I taking these? Yeah. I think you're gonna have a lot of cards, air signs. Okay. So, showing up in your true fashion, air signs, as the thinking man, kind of a King of Swords energy. Goddess of the Moon, High Priestess energy, and Angel of Balance. Balance is kind of like a temperance energy. That I'm feeling that turtle energy here, right? Almost like with the Goddess of the Moon, there is a little bit of unknown, right? Comfort zone is here. This is your comfort zone. This is totally your box. Thinking man, the mind, right? Goddess of the Moon is like, it's intuition. It's intuition. It's the unseen. It's the emotional realm outside of that box, right? Angel of Balance also indicating some assistance here on Spirit's behalf. And this very slow, like comforting, holding your hand through what is outside of your box, what's outside of your comfort zone, what's outside of your blinders that you are like starting to get acquainted with or getting pulled in by or being allured by. Okay. So we have that. I'm so curious what cards are going to come out here. Tell me more for air signs. I do. I feel like there's a very slow, like, we're doing this and we're gonna. Angel of Strength, a call for bravery, which makes sense, right? Because this is you slowly getting inched outside the box or exposed to what's outside your comfort zone, etc., by the turtle, by the siren energy. And the more you get out of that box, right, the more brave you're going to have to be, the more you're going to have to realize it. They're highlighting control again, which is very collective right now too. How much like strength and willpower and sense of, yeah, safety and confidence you have within yourself without having a box, without having that sense of control, right? Why Angel of Strength is showing up. Like, whew, I'm just like waiting for the boom moment here, for you. Oh, not what I expected. Door to Romance. This is kind of like the Ace of, actually no, it is like the Ace, it is the Ace of Cups with 33 coming out here. Feel like that's part of the boom. Tell me more about Door to Romance here for air signs. I want to see what other cards come out with it. Whoa. Man holding a heart. Wow. Okay, I didn't. Well, okay, the healing. That makes sense. The healing. That makes sense. Air signs. This little venture outside your box. The slowly getting out of the box. The starting to realize how secure you can be outside the box. The boom moment where the siren is really taking you is to your own heart and to healing. But I literally almost feel like the chest open here, like the vault of the heart, the vault of emotions, and you start out as the thinking man and you end up as the man holding a heart. It's almost like you're slowly being confronted with yourself, with your essence. Yeah, this is taking you deep within yourself to confront yourself, to heal your relationship with yourself, to heal your relationship with your heart. Some of you, is this about a romance? It could be. For some of you, it absolutely could be. Okay. And if it is, to access that, it is about healing your relationship with your sense of safety and control. Look at all the red. All the red is huge for you here. Okay. I'm gonna get one more with door to romance and man holding a heart. One more for daughter romance and man holding a heart. Yeah, you guys got a lot of cards. I think the most out of everyone so far. Let's see. Really? Oh, stability. That makes sense. Man holding a coin. You have all of the men out here. There's only 3 masculine, like, character cards, and you have all of them. But that's because this is about your sense of safety and security, right? And not needing that comfort zone, not needing to have a sense of control, and allowing yourself to be taken to new places within yourself to discover that. Some of you, this may manifest externally with man holding a heart and man holding a coin. Some of you, this could actually be like happening in the workplace for you or affecting your finances. But excuse me, I really feel like it's about your own sense of stability and security within yourself. And man holding a coin is absolutely a very stable energy. Man holding a heart is someone who's very aligned with their essence and their feelings and what's deep within themselves, including their relationship to spirit. But that's where you end up, but that's where you start, is the mind. And what is tangible, what is factual, what you can even like, just even the imagery, what you can control. I'm hearing dictate. That's interesting. What you can dictate. That's very specific. All right, let's get some tarot cards out here. It's gonna be a long video today. Again, that was not the intention. I'm just having fun with you guys. It's masculine energy more than men. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's masculine energy. It's interesting too, because it's like something I don't think I've ever noticed this before. So just the way they look, so the thinking man looks like this, but the man holding a heart and holding a coin, they look very similar, just like, I was gonna say genetically, they're images on cards. You know what I mean though? Like aesthetically, it's like with the hair and like the facial hair versus this one over here. I don't know, it's just, I've never noticed that before. Almost like these literally could be like the embodiment of the same person versus that. I don't know. It's very fascinating. Anyway. Okay. Some tarot cards, please. Tell me about thinking man, goddess of the moon, and angel of balance for my air signs. Interesting. 4 of swords and the 5 of pentacles. The leaving the box. The 4 of swords to me says box. This is like being in your safe space where you can sleep and you can rest and you can reflect and recover. But there's the 5 of pentacles right there. I think the other aspect that's happening here, why you are even entertaining leaving the box. One, the siren is very alluring, yes, but something about your box also feels a little too tight. Something about your box actually feels a little suffocating, a little depleting, not life-giving, almost like a prison in a way. Almost like a prison. If you guys have been feeling imprisoned or trapped or just stuck, some of you, that absolutely could also be reflected in your finances. Okay. It's just how energy works. One more for Thinking Man, Goddess of the Moon, and Angel of Balance. Wow, oh, there's the anxiety. Jesus. Let's wait for that to show up. Wow. This is crazy. Nine of Cups, High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords. The Goddess of the Moon, the Siren, the Turtle, the Owl, all of that is the energy that is trying to get you out of the box, right? And all of that is energy that's going to help you confront yourself. Whether that's a person, whether that's a new path, a new venture, even if it's just you working with you, or even Spirit, the Hand of Spirit, trying to see this about your box, okay? The fact that it's laid out like this makes so much sense to me. High Priestess in the middle, that is that force that we're talking about. Outside, like this is you in your box. This is like, no, I'm happy, I'm content. When really, Five of Pentacles, you're not content, right? But as you start to embrace that High Priestess energy, as you start to embrace that Siren energy, as you start to get out of your comfort zone, anxiety. Oh, thank you, because it was always there. There we go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, Spirit, you work in very interesting ways. The box is your illusion of safety and security. You were always anxious. You always had this Nine of Swords. But because the illusion of safety, the illusion of your box, the illusion of your comfort zone, you're starting to get out of it, or it's starting to get taken away, you're confronted with what's always been there. You're experiencing it externally, like, oh no, my comfort zone is gone, my familiarity is gone, that's why I'm anxious. No, you were always anxious. You're just confronted with it now. You're confronted with yourself now. Your comfort zone, your box, allowed you to evade this part of you, allowed you to ignore this part of you, and gave you the illusion of the Nine of Cups. Can't hide truth from the High Priestess energy. You can't hide truth from your soul. You can't hide truth from Spirit. You're just being confronted with it now, but it was always there. Some of you, this is deeply rooted fear. Some of you, it's PTSD, okay? Which, you know, I don't speak of lightly. It just was what's coming through. Whew, wow. All right, let's look at Angel of Strength for my air signs. Hey, Alice. Hi. Tell me about Angel of Strength. Again, if the Turtle, Siren, High Priestess is a person, you probably feel anxious around them, or you probably feel tense around them. Okay, that's because they're literally showing you, right? Tell me about Angel of Strength. But I think most of you, it's literally just like spirit intervention, divine intervention, like, you know, helping you with this, okay? Helping you confront yourself. Tell me about Angel of Strength. Okay. Almost want to give you encouragement. It's okay. Eight of Wands, Mercury, Sag. Eight of Wands is communication. It's also movement, right? It's the card of travel. It actually is kind of like my cheetah card, which you do have here, right? There's also my card of downloads, talking, traveling, a lot of movement, but it's inevitable. Which is what I was kind of getting with you too. Like, you could try to stop this. It's inevitable. The ball's already been rolling. I don't think you can go back. But with Angel of Strength, it is about having that bravery of where this is leading you, okay? What this is showing you. Some of you, it's almost like you need courage to, what is this? Hold on. I want to say speak, but it was really hard to even just say that. So I'm going to say that's what it is, to speak. Hold on, tell me more about Angel of Strength. Because it looks like act, but I want to say speak. Tell me more about Angel of Strength. Oh my. Okay, air signs, you guys got some kind of different reading here compared to everyone else. Maybe it says Jupiter's in your sign, or in Gemini. The Devil with the Lovers. It's a very interesting and rare combination to come out. We'll talk about the implications of that. And then we have the Page of Wands. So 8 of Wands, like I said, it's Sag energy, right? Movement. But it's Mercury Sag, which is also why it touches on communication. And like looking at it, I was tempted to say, like, you need courage to act, and maybe you do, but I keep getting to speak. Almost like it's gonna like help to dispel the anxiety, help to dispel the fear. With Devil and the Lovers. Devil and the Lovers are two sides of the same coin of experience. Okay? That's why it's literally the Lovers and the Lovers chained up. Lovers to me is a card of alignment or disalignment. I don't know if that's a word. Unalignment? Non-aligned? You know what I'm saying? The Lovers can also be about choice, can also be about a relationship, a spiritual guided relationship, or your relationship just to spirit, right? The Devil, y'all know the Devil very well. Okay? Cappy Gemini stuff going on here. Devil is restriction. It can be patterns, toxicity, codependency. It can also be diligence and hard work, and even be a card of power, right? But they are like the light and shadow representations of each other in a way. There's something about the 8 of Wands that I want to say breaks the fighting forces. I don't know who I am reading for right now. I want to say literally gets in between that. Like, almost like there's a conflicting experience of Devil and Lovers. Like, and it's because of this anxiety. It's because of this fear. It's creating the Devil energy where you could experience the Lovers. You see what I'm saying? And so the 8 of Wands is the courage to speak. Some of you it's courage to act. Some of you it's courage to do both. That's what breaks the Devil. That's what breaks the anxiety. It is the surrender of the truth of this situation. It's the surrender of into truth, really. And confronting the Devil, confronting the 9 of Swords, confronting your own fear, some of you, your own inner demons, right? It definitely takes courage. And then what comes of that is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is good news. It's a new sense of passion and inspiration to go have adventures and have fun and excitement. Very vulnerable energy with the Page of Wands. Very vulnerable. Very interesting. We're almost done, air signs. Again, you guys got a long reading. Let's look at you after you've confronted yourself. Okay. Wow. Tell me about door to romance, man holding a heart and man holding a coin. That was really trippy. I thought Clyde was rubbing my leg. He's over here, and I like felt it on my left leg. It's like, was that a cat? An astral cat? Tell me about door to romance, man holding a heart and man holding a coin for my air signs. The Fool, beautiful. That is a card of being free, okay? And fearless. Free and fearless. Some of you are, that word triggers you. Some of the word fear triggers you. I want to say it's because you've been denying that you've had this energy within you, for those that resonates with that. But this is a free, fearless energy. Am I taking these? No. Okay. Tell me more about door to romance, man holding a heart and man holding a coin. Yeah, okay. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I Love it. I love it. Seven of Pentacles is a card of taking stock of what we have, right? I'm actually finding gratitude from this. Seven of Pentacles can be a card of like planning and like what do I want to invest in and all these things and what am I gonna do now? It's it's almost like you're soaking up the moment of when you align to all of this within yourself in all the ways we've already described. It, not to be dramatic, some of you may feel like you've like broken a spell or something. It's like that's how it's feeling. Wheel of Fortune is luck, it's Jupiter, it's Sag, it's also that feeling of destiny or like the changing winds, right? But definitely a sense of the universe is kind of at work here, which we already knew that for you with Hawk and all these other supportive energies here for you. But it's like you're in that moment and you're like, wow, what can I do now? I can do the Fool, anything, really. The box is gone. The comfort zone is gone. The blinders are gone. Your illusions are gone. The illusions that have kept you from being in the sense of alignment with yourself. Okay? You're realizing the world is your oyster and you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. That's why you're like soaking up the moment. Wow. Very cool. Okay. The reads today. It is different doing readings at night. It's like it's got a different vibe for sure. And then we're going to do Earth next. I don't think Earth has ever gone last, actually. Ooh. I'm grabbing up everything that's mine and going to Code Tinder to build. Falling asleep. Good night. Bye, Imagine. Thanks for coming out. All right. Earth signs. All right. Earth signs. Earth signs, you feel very quiet. And every time I feel like an element is quiet, I get a little like, what's going on? Why are you so quiet over there? Oh, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pink is already coming through very strong. Could be like wanting to be around the color pink or wear pink a lot. You do feel very mellow. You do. You feel very, very mellow. Johnny, thank you. Oh my God, wait. Oh, I'm like 55. Thank you so much. Thank you for all these readings. You're so welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, you guys feel very mellow yellow is what I want to say. Except pink. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? They're showing me deer. Maybe you're seeing deer a lot. Maybe you resonate with that as an animal medicine or like an animal guide. Deer is very feminine. It's very, very feminine. Represents grace, sensuality, regality, motherly energy, compassion, gentility. And you get the animal. The animal represents our primal instincts, our primal natures as animals. Sometimes I get a strong like sacral energy or instinctual energy here. Sometimes we can perceive that energy as being more like shadowy. I don't feel that at all. I feel like I actually feel a lot of like peace with you and a lot of love with you. Maybe you've done a lot of work with your inner animal, your primal drive, okay? And there's all kinds of ways we can get in touch with that. Even like when we're dealing with people, there are just things that we do unconsciously because we're animals, right? Like the way that we feel about someone and their body language or the way they look at us, right? It's like, are they staring really hard? Are they intimidating us? Are they like really insecure? Like these are actual ways that we are animals with each other, is by reading each other. Maybe you're reading people right now. But I feel like while you're in your animal instincts, it's very gentle. You just know what you want. You know what you want. Interesting. Sustainer. Sometimes sustainer can feel kind of burdensome when it comes out because it's literally the responsibilities we take on to sustain and maintain things in life and situations. This is like very strong parental energy with you, earth signs, but it's loving and it's gentle. With animal and the sustainer, you're aware of what matters to you and what you want, and you're just nurturing that. And I want to say nurturing. Even the fact that deer was coming up, that's very feminine. I feel like you're just in very strong parental energy, but it's soft. It's soft, it's peaceful, it's intentional. I want to say you're not like sustainer sometimes speaks of overworking and overburdening. I don't feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're just are chopping wood, carrying water, so to speak, as the proverb speaks of, right? And you're doing it with intention and you're doing it with love. Huh. Can I get a third card for my earth signs? Oh, okay. If you have any air in your chart, they also had Pilgrim. Okay. I'm like, oh, you feel so feminine. Agape on the bottom, which is unconditional love, by the way. And now we have Pilgrim and Warrior. Huh, that's interesting. Pilgrim is about taking on new venture, learning something new, and it's in relation to Warrior. And I feel like you're chilling in your like nurturing energy. And yet here on the board, we have a potential new path that's more masculine, that's more warrior-like, that's active, that's about shaking things up, confronting things, which is very much not where you are at or have been at, is what I'm getting. So two polarizing energies here. Interesting. Yeah, let's get into the animals. Some of you may feel a calling to, yeah, be a warrior of some kind, right? Especially with everything we got going on in the world. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that call, especially as we get closer to Saturn going into Aries and Neptune going into Aries. Some people may feel that call to like rise to the occasion, so to speak. But I feel like I'm reading for earth signs where you have found a nice balance that feels really zen. But yet here we have a new opportunity or lesson or path to experience the warrior. Some of you, oh, it's gonna be interesting when we get the cards out here, because some of you may be maintaining that very like zen parental, finding that balance and peace with like maintaining your shit, the things that matter to you. And you may start to deal with someone who's more warrior like. Some of you, I'm getting like parent-child a little bit. For those where it's a parent-child dynamic, like maybe they're going into puberty or like teenagers when hormones go a little crazy, and it's going to present a new challenge there. But I'm getting like a teacher vibe with you, earth signs. No matter how this is coming up for you, whether you're going to take on this new path of warrior or you're dealing with someone who's in that archetype, I want to say you are a teacher. You're embodying a teacher-like energy. Fish. Fish is a card of surrender. It's a card of flow. So I'm actually getting a little bit of intuition on here too. But this is a card of flow, okay? Which is where you've been at. Been very zen for whoever I'm reading for. The lamb. The lamb is like the baby energy. The lamb can be a pure energy or being like really green at something, like wet behind the ears, so to speak. But sometimes it represents like youth or actual like a baby or something that new for me as a reader, which is screaming the pilgrim and warrior. So like I said, you could have been enjoying this like balance you found for yourself, and now you're finding yourself in a new situation that you're going to have to navigate. And that new situation could be dealing with someone that you're going to end up teaching, or that has like, there's a gap in life experience. And for some of you, it's about being that lamb and learning on whatever this new situation is. But that's what I'm getting. You found your balance and flow, and now there's something new going on. And you're like, oh, this is different. Either way, I keep getting teacher with you. Can I get a third card for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, all this feminine energy with you, Owl. We were talked about Owl. Owl came out for air, so there could be something wrong with you in air. But Owl is that high priestess energy, right? It's psychic. It's intuitive. It's seeing the light in the dark. Tourmaline Tarot, thank you for the $6.99. I like that name, by the way. Very clever. Thank you. Your readings are great. Well, thank you for your support. Yeah, either way, earth signs, you're in that teacher role. And if you're not used to being in a teacher role, that's part of you learning to be in the teacher role. And I want to say you're going to be dealing with a warrior archetype or learning to embody that in this new situation you're finding yourselves in. Okay? And I want to say you can handle it. I want to say you're going to be fine. Yeah, I'm not really getting much else off of that. Yeah. All right, let's do energy oracle. For my earth signs, my throat's getting tight with you. A new outlet. Hold on a second. A new outlet. A new outlet. I want to say some of you are finding or discovering that you're going to need a new outlet. I want to say for your animal energy. That's going to translate to sexual energy for you. Some of it's going to translate to your Mars energy, which touches on the warrior. So yeah, some of you are going to benefit from a new outlet. Some of you, that new outlet is just going to be part of this new experience for you. And I want to say it's going to be something physical, like maybe you're going to start going to yoga. Maybe you're going to start dancing. Maybe you're going to teach dancing or teach yoga. It's got that flavor of there's about to be more physicality, movement, like physical movement in your life, because it's part of this new situation you're having to deal with. And it is going to be a new outlet for your sexual Mars energy. Okay. Yeah, very physical. And again, if you're dealing with like a teenager, I keep getting that for some of you. That's going to be the best way to guide them, is give them a physical outlet. Okay. Boxing. I'm getting boxing. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So if you're dealing with a teenager, I want to say like almost sign them up for like boxing or like MMA or jiu-jitsu. I can't say that. Like something that teaches discipline, but also is a physical outlet. Okay. Any messages or insights? The discipline is important here, is what they're saying. Going into this new situation, regardless if it's a teenage kid, regardless if you're dealing with a warrior archetype, regardless if you're learning to embody the warrior archetype, part of you maintaining this role as teacher or embracing role as teacher is discipline. It's very Saturnian. Tell me more about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you're getting more responsibilities. Yeah, for some of you, it's like, it's not about you anymore. That's interesting. More responsibility and more focus from you is required here. Thinking woman. Thinking woman is like the Queen of Swords. Very intelligent, very discerning, very observant, but also there's a wisdom and mastery of the mind and words. Okay. I keep getting teacher. I keep getting teacher with you. Maybe you're an actual teacher. Maybe you teach kids. There's the new door to value. There's the new situation right there. With Archangel Metatron, with the third eye, with door to value. Why Metatron? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? There's so much feminine energy that you're starting with. I want to say it's like, harness your intuition here, okay? In your feminine, regardless of gender. Harness your intuition to navigate this new situation. The fact that door to value is here implies that it is touching your sense of stability or even financial security, okay? Or it's being affected by that in some way, shape, or form. But it feels positive. It feels positive. Yes, stability, material security. Stability, material security. Stability, material security. Some of you, the way that this new situation comes about, I mean, obviously, if it's like not about your own like children, right? Your intuition gets you there. Your intuition takes you there. The fours are jumping out to me. 31 breaking down to 4, 40 breaking down to a 4 is an interesting reading. Earth signs. If it's definitely has this feeling of like, here's the next cycle, here's the next assignment, is almost how it feels. Anything else for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Strategy. Yeah, strategy. Again, however you handle this, teaching and discipline are major here. The fact that thinking woman and strategy are here along with the third eye also tells me that you're going to have to be very much on point in the mental space. Okay? How you're perceiving something. Are you seeing the reality of the situation at all times? Can you see it from a bird's eye view? Can you have the wisdom to understand when to say something, when not to say something, and how to say something, right? Like that's what I'm getting is it's gonna be that's gonna be required of you with this. I don't mean to sound so serious. It kind of has a serious flavor to it. Because I'm just getting like there's a level of responsibility that's coming with this. Which is why you need to like be on. Yeah, it's very serious. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards here. Couple more shuffles. Even as I'm in your energy, I don't feel the need to talk a lot. Silence is going to be your friend. What are you doing, Earth signs? Hold on, I'm going to unplug this. I'm sure it's charged enough at this point. Okay. Ooh, tell me about thinking woman for my Earth signs. Am I taking these? No. Talk about thinking woman for my earth signs. Wow. Okay. 5 of Cups and Death with thinking woman. So that Zen energy I was feeling with you, that was hard earned. Okay. I feel like before this arises, I feel like you've done some major work here, Earth signs, and maybe this has gone on for months. Maybe this is just really new or recent for you. Maybe it was a short little bout of it. But 5 of Cups is grief. It's grief. Could also be loss, but it's pain and it's grief. And with the Death card, there's definitely a major transformation that's happened with you that has led to the sense of peace and has led to the sense of Zen. Whatever it is that you were mourning, whatever it was that you were making peace with, I want to say it was hard earned, and I want to say you did attain or will attain a sense of peace and balance and harmony. Harmony being the key word there. Okay. I'm hearing love. A lot of love is born for yourself out of this grieving process. You are changed out of this grieving process. This feels major to me. Again, you probably have already done this. Some of you may be in the middle of this, and it is preparation. Like, this feels so serious. This has been preparation for you to be ready for what comes next. Can I get one more for thinking woman? Can I get one more for thinking? Oh, that's too many. Judgment wanted to come out. Can I get one more for thinking woman? Oh shit, did I do a timestamp? Oh, thank God. Okay. Just when I don't, it's such a pain, you know? One more for thinking woman. My, oh my. Did not expect that. 2 of Cups. In a general reading, we can look at the 2 of Cups similar to the Lovers as alignment. I don't feel that though. I don't. You have come out changed, and yes, you found a sense of balance, and love was born from this. Okay, Spirit, okay. And I do want to say love of self has been born out of this and your sense of peace. But with the Two of Cups being here, this could be in relationship to a relationship, of course. The 2 and the 5 indicate a 3 of Cups, which is grieved in the 5. Okay. So some of you, this has led to a renewed relationship or a major shift and change in a relationship because you were forever changed. All right. So take all this as it resonates. Either way, this grief and the way you've dealt with it has forever changed you and made you stronger and gave you a sense of harmony within yourself that is unshakable. Okay. Regardless of what has happened with a relationship in the midst of that or not. Now, with Two of Cups also coming in after death, I do want to say that Two of Cups is part of what comes next. That Two of Cups can be anyone to you. It can be a family member, a friend, a lover, could even be a child. But there's something about what comes next where it is that next level, hey, you got to really be on. You've been prepared for this now, okay? Teaching and discipline. So let's look at what comes next. Spirit is so funny. Love was born from this. Two of Cups is that. Two of Cups is love between two people, regardless of the nature of that love. But with what comes next, the first card out, we have the Queen of Cups. High level intuition, which we already knew was here for you, with the third eye and the owl and the fish. We already knew intuition was part of your bag. Queen of Cups is a mother-like energy, which you were already carrying at the beginning of the reading because of this process that has forever changed you. Okay? So here you are, carrying that into this new experience. Whoa. Where are we going, Spirit? Where are we going? 10 of Cups. Wow. As a result of this like work that you have, this change, you being forever changed, Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups, I want to say you have learned to carry the 10 of Cups within you, in your reality, in your experience. You've learned to maintain that sense of peace, sense of harmony, sense of joy. You've learned to maintain that. Some of you, this new experience is about family. And even with the lamb being here, that's very much childlike energy, right? Or baby energy. How much to donate? Oh, whatever you feel, it's your own choosing. It's your own choosing. But let's come back. Yeah. What comes next is going to touch your sense of stability and material security. There's no question about it. But because you've learned to maintain this frequency within yourself after being forever changed, I want to say it's like you can even expand upon that too. Again, I don't know who I'm reading for. There's like serious shit going on in here, okay? And some of you, part of what comes next could be about family expansions and additions. Even if it's chosen family. But it will expand on your happiness. It will expand on your happiness. Tell me more about door to value and third eye for my earth signs. Yeah, so I think it's going to be different things for everybody because they're being very vague about it. We have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands is optimistic and looking to the future, looking on new horizons. Can I get one more card? Can I get one more card, please, for my earth signs? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of material security and stability, which we already knew was part of what you were going into. Some of you maybe going into a new career or expanding your career. Some of you, I almost want to say you're going from like maybe looking after people to going into a career where there's a lot of material gain to be had, almost like maybe being a stay-at-home mom or dad and then, you know, going and working. Some of you, that's the case. But either way, you have learned to be this, you've learned to embody this and hold this, and now you get to experience the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Again, responsibility. Both of these queens carry responsibility. The Queen of Pentacles carries more responsibility. She/he, because we're talking about energies here, is more like money manager, like multitasker, manages the home and manages a business, while the Queen of Cups is more like manages emotional regulation for self, right? And potentially other people, like holding space. So you are taking on more responsibility with where you're going, okay? Let's look at strategy. Tell me about strategy for my earth signs. Okay. Okay. Nine of Swords, that's okay. Nine of Swords is anxiety and fear. I'm hearing nightmares. Some of you guys may be having stuff come up in dream time or dream space. I want to say you can handle this, okay? This new experience that you're having to navigate. Yes, you're taking on more responsibility. There's no doubt about that. Yes, it's requiring more of your attention. It's requiring you to be more on and on point and more disciplined, or having that be a theme in what you're doing. But you can handle it. You can handle it. Okay? Tell me about strategy for my earth signs. Okay. Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy. Hermit usually seeks out the stars, seeks out light, seeks out the truth here. With strategy coming out here with Hermit and the Knight of Swords, again, being disciplined, right? Because the Hermit is a discipline energy. Hermit is, we intentionally take time when we need to figure our shit out. And that's what I'm getting with you. There may be moments where you do have to like own your shit and realize that maybe you are getting uncentered, or maybe you're just having a moment and you need to take care of yourself to maintain the sustainability of this, okay? I just feel like a figuring your shit out is what I'm getting there. Can I get a third card for strategy? Ooh, interesting. Now we have the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The King and the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. There's been so much feminine energy up until this point. And even in the beginning, we had Pilgrim and Warrior as the new energy that's coming through here. Very masculine when you were very much in feminine energy. And now we finally have that on the board here matching you. I feel like this is you working through some of your own insecurities and fears of being capable of handling these next level responsibilities, but you can absolutely do that. And this may be coming with a deeper integration of your own masculine energy, which you're going to be fine with. You can totally do this. It's just a matter of facing that. Okay. Now, if you're dealing with someone who's more of a warrior archetype, you're dealing with a King of Pentacles as a Queen of Pentacles. And I want to say, yes, there's some triggering going on here, because this King of Pentacles energy is what's new. That is like, that's the new energy on the board, whether it is someone outside of you or it's you embodying this. And yes, there may be triggering on this side, but you'll know how to be patient in dealing with that, especially if this is a business venture. Some of you guys is a business partnership of some kind or investment, because you're the one coming into the space with the tools and preparation for this next experience. And if you're dealing with someone who is in pilgrim state, hold on, let me pick these cards up again. Come here. In pilgrim state, they're learning a lot, okay? But for most of you, I feel like this is you just learning how to integrate that King of Pentacles next level experience of responsibility and mastery of your own warrior masculine energy, pretty much. Okay. Wow. I'm also a little behind on the live, so maybe she already responded. Wait, I don't think she usually takes super chat questions, but she will confirm with you. Wait, did I miss something? Hold on. Oh, hi. Hold on. How do I say your name? Goya de la Princesa. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I don't take personal questions when I'm doing like these live chats. It's just not how I work. I appreciate your super chat very much. Oh, oopsie. But I don't do that just because I'm trying to focus on like the collective reads for everybody. But like I said, I do appreciate your super chat, but yeah, I don't do that. I do offer like personal sessions and things of that nature. And I have been like, I moved in December. And I have like recently been getting settled, but there's some things I need to take care of. So when I am open for sessions, I will announce that. When I'm open for readings, I will announce that. But yeah, so thank you. But yeah, woo, earth signs. You can handle it. You will handle it. You will be fine. If you are like expanding your family or finding out that like there's a family addition, like one of you may feel really ready and the other person may not. Okay. But that's when you just work through shit with people, right? I can't hear you because my coworker is being loud. I can't leave at the moment. Oh, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. I'm actually getting ready to go off. Yeah. I will do time. I don't think she can hear me. Timestamps will be done after words, I'm sorry. Words. When you see timestamp in the title, timestamps will be there. There we go. Thank you so much. Much gratitude, love and light, many blessings and successes. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. It's Saturday morning where you're at? Oh, man. Well, it's dinner time for me. I definitely got to go eat some food, but I love you all so much. And thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you guys for showing up and also just supporting me through the years. I'm going to go, but I hope you have an amazing weekend and I'll see you soon. Bye. Take care.